Hey, 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 what's up, guys? Welcome to the nighttime stream for Friday. It's Friday night, Saturday morning. It is Friday, right? Let me double check. Yeah, it is. I lose track sometimes because we go live so much, I don't even remember what day it is. So, here we are with the beautiful new stream. We had a nice daytime stream. We are. We picked up like 8 subscribers in the daytime stream, and I guess it was doing well. So this is going to say new celebrations boosties and new price tops Naruto. Okay, new price tops Naruto. And what else shall we say? Hot breaks. Live. Well, we're not going to say live card shop. You guys know what this is. You know what we do here. Who doesn't know what we do here? Okay, so we're going to close this out. We're going to expand this instead. We're going to grab this link. Who's here? Mister, I went today at Best Buy and there was a ghost chair, so I cut them. Did you really? You got in front of them? Let's see. Sold Slab. Oh, let me mark this. Okay, I already marked that on red. All right, let me close these. And this. And there's a receipt from PSA. Apparently my PSA membership renewed. It cost a bunch of money. That's sad. That's a lot of money. A PSA membership, you gotta have a membership. When did that become a thing, you know? Well, it's always been that way, but it's like, when you really think about it, it's like, why do you have a membership to this at all? Like, you're paying to grade anyways. Hey, mister, wondering if my Terra Festival Sylveon sold. I didn't receive a payment for it. Thank you, says Mr. Anthony Haymeyer. Is that one we just put in the slab away? No, that's a Brett Love card. Here it is. Ta-da! Okay, that's a Brett Love card, and that one doesn't get a payout until it actually finishes. Terra Festival Sylveon. So, Mr. Haymeyer, I might have been the buyer of your Sylveon, if I recall, and you absolutely would have received a payout on it if I was the buyer. I mean, you're supposed to receive a payout on everything 100% of the time anyways, but it's actually extremely easy to make sure you get paid out when I'm the buyer because it's so simple and easy. I just put my own name on it. So let me go ahead and do this. And this. But that's an interesting question if you got it. So if you're saying you didn't get paid out on it, there's an interesting question. I guess we would need a system to investigate that. Mr. Anthony Haymeyer. Guy behind me said he wasn't going to fight over Pokemon LOL. I got there at 7 a.m. LOL open at 10. Wow, nice, man. Let me read what he says. He says, I cut the ghost chairs 6'2", 270 pounds. The guy behind me, yeah, I'm nice. All right, so it sounds like it worked. Sounds like you got in and you got your cards. So tonight we've got the celebration packs. What we did was we went and opened up a nice UPC. Here we are. Okay. So let me think about that whole situation, Mr. Haymeyer. You know what's tricky with this is when an item sells, there's no receipt or anything like that. So like, for example, if I give you store credit and then perhaps you spend the store credit or something like that, there isn't really a receipt for that. And it will be actually very tricky to trace that back to confirm, you know, how it went. So I am seeing a weakness for that system. Ooh, here's our free slab for tonight. I have 5 entire large Speedway pieces this week. There are. What is this? That's a consigned slab. Oh, we're rotating consigned slabs today. All right, now if I recall, there's 4 of these in here. These are the extremely popular Topps Naruto cards. We sold so many of these. We sold a ton of these. Okay. Let's grab this. Yeah, it sounds like, you know, if we're going to do consigned sales, there has to be perhaps a receipt system to prove what has and hasn't sold. Because otherwise, we're going to run into a scenario like this where maybe you did get paid out and you didn't realize you were paid out on the card. This, oh man, I'll break this down. Good. Maybe on the store credit card that I write down for you, I'm not allowed to throw those away. That could work. So number one, a consigned store credit card can't be thrown away. And then maybe number two, when a card sells, I mark it down on the actual store credit card. So each time you get paid, I say which card it was. That could work maybe. Oh, so there's 5 packs per box. Interesting. I thought it was 4. It's 5. All right. So we're about to choose a new price for the Naruto tops. I noticed it stopped selling as much. Give me a second here. So first of all, we're going to find out how much it's going to cost to restock these. Come on now. We got to find out the taxes, the main key here. So it's going to be this number times this number plus this number. All right, so now I have a number for how much it costs to import it. And now we want to add a profit margin in there. And then we're divided by 5. No, that can't be right. Hold on, let me see that again. Oh, it's terrible. Wait a second. Let me do this one more time. I hate to say this, but I might have to raise the price. All right, so here's the number to import it. I have the number to import it. Let's add a really small profit margin in. Oh my God, we actually have to raise the price on these. I brought them out to lower the price. I brought them out here to lower the price just to discover that we have them underpriced. I was doing my math wrong. All right, I was like, oh, sweet, we can lower the price on these. I was wrong. When we cut it open, I didn't realize there were 5 of them in the box. Let me just take a look around. That is ridiculous. I thought I was going to be lowering the price. All right. So, I'm going to remove New Price Tops Naruto from the title because I was going to get you guys hyped for some cheaper tops Naruto. But apparently, no, it's the other way around. We're underpricing them. So now the title shall be New Celebrations Boosties. That part's still true. Let's see. Hot Jungle Pack Split. Okay, I think that one's actually still really exciting. And Mew Bubble Slab Break. All right, so we'll just say that for the moment. I did not expect that. The tops cards are actually underpriced by quite a fair bit. Let me make sure. We haven't pinged the Discord. We're going live for Friday night. All right, but going back to Mr. Haymeyer. Yeah, Mr. Haymeyer, I don't know if you're watching or not, but it sounds to me like we need a receipt system for sure for consigned cards. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I know. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. Let's see. Okay. Now, we'll jump over here. Good. So we've gone ahead and... Wait, I didn't ping both the squares, did I? No, I didn't ping both the squares. Good. And I've got the website pinned. Perfect. I wanted to lower the price of them. We are now officially raising the price of them. It's so sad. Oh well, it's just how it is, I guess. I felt confident that maybe we would be able to lower the price. This item, according to this, needs to be sold... Oh, I put it away. Hold on. All right, let me bring it back out. This item needs to be sold at $77 per pack. Our current price is $54 a pack. I'm not going to do 77. I'm going to do 74. All right, that's way up, actually. So Naruto 74. Wow, that makes it the most expensive tops pack on the menu. That's so unfortunate. Wow, dude, that sucks ass. That is so unfortunate. Well, what did I buy them for? Was it always that price? Did I do my math wrong when I bought them? So have I been, in other words, have I been underselling them this whole time, is my question. Let me see what I bought them for. Naruto. Oh, no, they used to be cheaper. Okay, so originally when we bought them, they were cheaper. So they've just gone up in price. They're more rare now. Damn, bro. Everything's going up in price. It's kind of annoying. All right, check this out. So we got these fresh ones here. Of course, don't forget, with these Naruto packs, you can pull a 1 of 1 out of there. Here they all are. Don't forget that. You can pull a 1 of 1. Pretty easily. Buy high, sell low, mister. Hell yeah. Then I went to GameStop. They were selling the 6-pack bundle for $60, so I sold one to a customer for $60. I bought it for like $25 at Best Buy. Loss of the day was pretty good. You're like a little Pokemon vendor right now. Look at you, man.
Yeah, I've increased my inventory to about $8,000.
You ever listen to those vendors talk? They talk like they're geniuses!
I'm so smart.
For a little while, some celebrations. I guess if they sell out, we'll open another UPC. I don't know. Maybe we'll force the price of the UPCs up. Get them while they're hot, guys. We can offer to open one on a gym break. But, by the way, and you guys can set up any gym break you want. Also, we're trying to help this gentleman sell his Snorlax. Mr. Austin Albert has a Snorlax here. He's got some important bills to pay, so he's selling off his cards. So we're helping him with that. Okay, get rid of this real fast. Miss Alexis was in. She got all the shipping done. It's all packed up. That is a 3-way gym break. I thought it was really fun the last time we ran it. It went off pretty fast, so I'm showing that off again.
No, I'll buy your cards at 25%.
Yeah, I only buy at 80%. There we go. Ow, my eye. Oh, man. Oh. Here we are again, aren't we, guys? Here we are. I've awoken from my slumber. So my routine these days is I have dinner, and around 10 or 11 p.m. at night, Karis and I climb into bed and go to sleep. And then my alarm clock rudely awakens me. And instead of lying asleep, scented down in soft silken pillows and sheets, I climb my fat ass out of bed like a zombie. Like a zombie. And start opening packs for you guys and gesturing about. So that's my routine. It's truly punishing. There's nothing like being perfectly comfortable and warm under the sheets and then climbing out of bed to make some Pokemon card money, I guess. That's tough. It's like having this perfectly comfortable scenario, natural, healthy, and then all right, no more sleep for you. It's over. Get out of bed. Get your ass out of bed. Go sell Pokemon cards. Damn, bro. It's rough. Mr. Anthony Haymeyer, talk to me in Discord about how we might figure out this thing with the Terrestrial Festival Sylveon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for your card. Let's see. So here's a Anthony Haymeyer gift card. Not gift card, consigned card. Speaking of which, here's a Jimmy Therese. So Jimmy Therese has these two things. So Jimmy Therese was worried that he didn't get paid out on some card of his, too. Okay. Make sure there's no other cards. So I guess my question for you, Mr. Anthony Haymeyer, was, were you aware you had $150 there? You see, if I buy your card personally, the transaction occurs so quickly, you might not even see the card touch the table. That's what happens. It might not even touch the table. Hey, Mr. Anthony Haymeyer here. Anthony, did you know you had $150? This is what your consigned store credit card looks like. There it is. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't aware I had the 150. Aha, there we go. Okay, cool. So we might have just solved the mystery. And let me get rid of some of these old things. All right. So we'll pop this over here. Can you just send that as a cash payment? I believe I can. Throw that away. Put this in here. Same with Jimmy Torres. I don't know what this is for, or how this came about, but this looks like a consign card to me. So, Mr. Anthony, let me go look you up. But you bring up a good point. You know, what if I did forget a card during a consigned situation? How would we prove or disprove that? Sounds like it would be really hard. There would have to be like an insane amount of investigating done. So that shows a weakness for the consigning. It's very low tech, which is, it's nice for efficiency, but it's not good for proving things. So we need a receipt system in the future. And it looks like this time things are just fine though. Oh, this song's cool sounding. I like this. What's the name of this? This is called Betten. All right. Got your email. We're going to go into PayPal. Wait a second. I can't be giving you money. Anthony, I'm supposed to be making money tonight, not losing money. Sylvian doesn't say sold in Discord under the consignment channel. There should be no consignment channel, right? Go check that out. Let's see. But I think I know what you're saying. Here's one of the problems, Mr. Haymeyer, is sometimes when a card sells from the Discord, I forget to update the Discord, or I'm too lazy to update it or something. So that's not a reliable way to know if an item's sold or not, unfortunately. Just a fact. Instead, what I sometimes do is I know a channel is about to be recycled, and then I just don't update it anymore because it's not that active anyways. So here we go. It's going to say $150. And now I'm saying next. It's charging me a $5 fee. Okay, so we have an issue here. So it wants to charge me a $5 fee, and I do not want to pay $155 because that wasn't the agreement. Let me tinker with it. Let's do $145. So it's trying to charge me a $5 fee to convert this currency, Mr. Haymeyer. How does that look like if I do this? All right, so I can do 145. There's an actual $5 PayPal fee. Okay, perfect. He says it's fine. Okay, I'm hitting send. I can also take a screenshot of this if you wish. Here, I'll just take a picture of it. I'm sending it friends and family, and it's still charging me a fee. Isn't that wild? So I'll just take a picture of that real fast. All right, so if you need a receipt of that, I can now send that to you. Okay, and did I get it all right? I'm hitting send. Boom. All right. You see that, guys? Now I'm $145. Well, $150 poorer. Oh my god, dude. Should have gone to bed. No, I'm just kidding. Put this up here. We do have a nice little giveaway tonight, and if we hit 40 likes, we can get that giveaway done. And then go ahead and hit 0 on this. Start up a new giveaway. So the earlier we hit 40 likes, the sooner we'll start that giveaway. Jimmy Torres, see, he was also curious about a card he thinks that I did not sell for him, but maybe it's this right here. Maybe he doesn't know it sold. We're going to keep this card. We're not throwing it away. It acts sort of like a receipt. I'm here, mister. I hate having to re-up all my supplies. It's a drag. Well, I'd be like, my money. Yeah, yeah. Well, I just bought like bubble wrap for Miss Alexis to do the shipping with. And that cost $120 to buy bubble wrap. And it's like, you think you're making money until you actually have to buy a bunch of crap. And then you realize, oh yeah, profit is just this sliver of money that's left over after supplies and payroll and, you know, just all the stuff. We are. Unless you're doing real well. I'm not going to complain. I'm not doing too bad. But you just realize you don't have as much as it looks like in your account. The real number is smaller. After you pay taxes, yeah, you got to put money aside for taxes. You might not have to put as much money aside for taxes. You might be able to make some of that money disappear because I bet a lot of it's cash. So, you know, if you're at a convention and you convert that cash immediately into some kind of Pokemon card, or like you said, you're trading your tacos for cards. You know, a trade's not a taxable event, right? So when you trade something, the government can't tax that. So yeah, you're in a better position to legally reduce the taxes you owe just by immediately converting your stuff into more cards. Tax man, the enemy of Mr. Do I sound obsessed with taxes? You guys don't see how much I pay. It makes me very angry. And you don't realize how much money I spend just to hire a team to figure out my taxes. So I lose $700 a month for accounting. And then the tax guy will receive a payment separate from that. So an accounting team is paid $700 a month. And then when the taxing guy, he takes all that information and actually files for us, he'll be paid too. So the amount we pay just to actually file the taxes is insane. And then the government just takes just brutal amounts of money from me. And it's like, for what? I don't even know. Probably nothing good. Let's get this card out. We got a bunch of new guys, by the way. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but we've been getting some new faces in here, and I'm really happy with that. I love meeting new guys. We are? All right. New guys, they're kind of like the bloodline of the channel in a way, because over time, you know, people come and go. Let's take a look at these, huh? Oh, I know you spend a significant amount for tax. Yeah, we spend money just to figure out the taxes, and it's like, damn, dude, you can't win. How can you walk away with the profit? You know that most of your work is just to pay somebody else. So you just sit here working. It's hard enough to sell something that people are willing to give you a profit for in the first place. And then you finally figure something out, and you make a little bit of profit, and you got to go give it to somebody else. It's like, what was I doing all this for? So if I sound complainy, it's because I'm far enough along in life to have figured all that out. Wow, these are really borderline, but we're going to send them in anyways. No taxation without representation. Yeah, I don't even care about being represented. How about just no taxes? Listen to me. If I had a king or a dictator, but the taxes were lower, he set me free. And the democracy put me in chains. So yeah, I'll go with the democracy or a dictator. I don't care. The only thing that truly is a measure is, do you pay high taxes? That's an actual measure. So, you know, if I move over to UAE or something like that, or Saudi Arabia, or wherever they got like you know, kind of government that you don't really have a lot of say in what they decide to do, I don't care. I just care, are they forcing me to pay a lot of taxes or not? So yeah, being in a democracy, you can go live in Germany. They're a democracy, but that democracy has decided you got to pay like 70% of your income as taxes. We are. That's not a democracy. That's communism. I mean, it is a democracy, but it's a communist democracy. So who cares? Who cares about the word? The words don't matter. Your pocketbook matters. There we go. They pay astounding taxes over there. I learned a lot about Germany because I like Germany. I really do. It's a cool place. They got very beautiful women, and they've got really well-developed cities. We are. They're a real advanced society. It's cool. They got Oktoberfest, very sexy. But when you learn all of the amount of taxes they pay, it will blow your mind. Like, their property taxes are some of the worst. I think it is actually the worst I've seen anywhere. Germany has one of the worst property taxes of any country I've ever seen. And then they also have one of the highest sales tax. So they have like an income tax that hits 50%. And then they have like this, I don't remember what it was. It's like a sales tax of like 17%. Actually, let me ask AI. This is a really interesting conversation. I never get tired of these conversations. How much sales tax do Germans pay? And how much property taxes do Germans pay? It's like these really high numbers. So even when you have leftover money, after the government's done twisting your arm for like all of your income. Okay, you're not going to believe this. Are you ready? Okay, so Germany uses a value add tax system. Okay, so look at this. The standard rate for most goods and services is 19% sales tax. Look at that. Reduced rate is food, books, and some essentials. So we do about 7% out here. They do 19% on most goods and services. Can you really believe that? They almost pay 20% tax on sale of goods. Holy cow, man. Okay. And Germany produces a tax burden of about, it's like really complicated. It looks like Germany could pay like a 2% property tax, which is actually not that crazy. Maybe it was a particular place I was looking at in Germany. All right, let me close this. But the sales tax is pretty wild. Let's see. Johnny Somali was being very disrespectful in Japan. How long is he? Mister, what are your thoughts on Johnny Somali getting close to a year in prison and a detention center? He's going to a detention center in North Korea. Are you serious? He's going to a detention center in North Korea? That's I wouldn't want to be transferred there. No way, man. Let me see. Let me grab this. Is he actually going to be transferred? Joseph Smith, 1 Pokey Shuffle, 1 Trump pack. You got it, man. Joseph Smith. I heard he tried to appeal it and got a year of slave labor. Here we are. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, and a 1. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. You're in someone else's country. I think they're going to make an example of him, is what it sounds like. Ooh. I watch a lot of YouTube and keep track of this stuff. Oh, damn. 1 cold one. You also want 1 Trump pack. That's right. We sell Playboy cards. They give you a chance for a vintage Donald Trump card. Here they are. Let me look it up. I'm curious. Let me look it up. Johnny Somali sentences. He is going to be sent to 6 months in South Korea prison. Okay, He has a 5-year ban. I don't see him being sent to North Korea. 6 months in South Korea. One of the harshest penalties. That's the harshest penalties? 6 months? Yeah, right, dude. That's easy. 6 months goes by in a flash. I'm sure it's not fun, but 6 months will go by and he'll be out of there, and he's gonna have a lot of fame. Yeah, I went to jail in South Korea for harassing them. That's worth it for the attention. That guy's got his name everywhere. Like, I don't watch that guy, and here I am talking about him. 6 months for fame, guys. That's not even bad. That's an investment, if you ask me. Holy, they got to put him away for way longer than 6 months. Yeah, dude. How about 6 years? That is not such a good investment. 6 months is an investment. All right, I like this logo card. The detention centers are basically a room and a toilet, which is a hole in the ground. Yeah, most prisons are. He would just be killed in North Korea. That's why I'm saying, like, ew, North Korea. It's kind of like a death sentence in some cases. Ooh, look at that. They decide they don't like you. South Korea probably do all right, maybe. Yeah, I think their prisons are probably more like a modern society kind of prison. Might not be comfortable, but Joseph Smith, this is not supposed to be comfortable. Okay. Grabbing all this. Ta-da! Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Joseph, the first order of the night. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our late night stream. The fact he appealed his case means he has to wait another 6 months for trial, which means a year total. Oh, I see. So he's going to have to wait that out in jail is what you're saying. I see. Here's this. Maybe he wants to be in jail. Maybe he realizes it gives him a lot of attention. Attention's like a currency. If you get a lot of attention, then, you know, you make it onto other YouTube groups. You make it onto podcasts. You make a product and sell it. People know your name. They're going to buy from you. So it's an investment as far as, like, so as a YouTuber, has he been really bad? Yes. Do a lot of people hate him? Yes. Is he going to jail? Yes. But from the perspective of somebody who needs to get attention to win, he's getting what he wants. He's getting that attention. So the irony is that South Korea has charged him for too short of a time period. He needs to go to jail for a very long time. Then it would be like, oh, darn. 1 crown zenith. That's a light sentence. And he probably appealed it not because he's worried about being in jail for 6 months. He's probably doing it as an act of defiance. All right. Because 6 months really isn't that bad. Johnny would yell, Hiroshima and Nagasaki to the Japanese. What a POS. What are you talking about? Trump? Who are you talking about? Trump? No, we're talking about a guy named John. We're talking about Trump. We're talking about a guy named Johnny Somali he makes, like, I guess he tries to rage bait people in Asia, which Americans really do not like. The Celebrations in the store? Celebrations is not on the website. You will have to send in for, what did I say, 55? These are $55. You'll have to send in for them. I think I should add them to the store. Maybe I should just add them. I can just add them. Why don't I just go add them for you? Let's see. Add new product. Johnny Somali, it's Trump's fault now. 48 packs of crypto, no crypto, but I pulled a number 250 or 2, which is pretty good. All right, let's go over here. So we're going to say celebrations. I should say English celebrations. Might get another box after work today. Regular price is going to be 55. And this will be under Pokemon English. Pokemon. Good. Let's hit publish. So you should have an option for English celebrations. Did you see Michael Jordan 023 100 went up for sale? The Korean's definitely going to F him up in prison. Don't think it's worth the fame, mister. Actually, here, let me make one change to this. English Pokemon celebrations. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't like him. I don't care for him. It sounds like he's a, piece of trash, but I'm just saying the more attention he gets, the more he wins. It's just how it is. For somebody like that, he's motivated by fame. So the more fame he gets, the more attention he gets, the better off he is. That's the thing he was trying to do, and he's getting what he wanted. Groudon, Kyogre, Imposter Professor Oak, and Zacian. Ooh, he's getting precisely the thing that he wanted. He wanted attention. There we go. Dude tried to hide a dead body in a Tesla. He is literally Somali. Yeah, ooh. All right. Doing one of these. And here's the Crown Zenith pack. Oh, look at that nice Olu. Looking good, man. Looking sharp. Good pack on the Crown Zenith. He's Somalian, but he's American, unfortunately. Man, if Donald Trump was talking about it, he'd be like, no, we ain't. He does not like that group. Look at this. Card Wars, since we're mentioning both their names. That guy, I heard him say something, was it today or something? I don't remember what he said. He says some really rough stuff, man. He is pretty close to just being openly racist sometimes. It's just like, damn, dude. Will Sharp. Ugh. Let's grab this. Aha. There you go. Okay. Ta-da. Oh, I know what he did. He said something. He was talking about Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the Democrat Party. He called him like a low IQ individual or something like that. And I think Trump alluded to some kind of concept about how he's a quote-unquote American. So I think he was alluding to how maybe Hakeem's not really American. I think he was saying, oh, I know what it was. He was criticizing Hakeem's name. He's like, Hakeem, the American. So it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. There it is. All right, Card Wars. There's 3 spots left. All right. Got to keep up with all of your news. You know what I'm saying? Who's next? We've got an order from... Click. We got Will Sharp. He says 2 more celebration packs. Yes, sir. All right. They found C in his phone. They found what? Wait, he's actually Somalian. I thought that was just a meme. A sealed wax packs of 52 tops, 8 count, hit 710K in auction. Whoa. Damn, dude. I saw a really cool Tyranitar sold in auction tonight on eBay. It was the, is it the Aquapolis Tyranitar? I bought one of those a long time ago for like 1.5 thousand. And so now to think it's worth 13,000, I'm just really shocked. Here goes Mr. Will Sharp. Hey, big orders coming in from Will Sharp, guys. He almost went $200 deep in these 2 orders. Amazing. Let's see what we got for you. These are really fresh packs. They just came out of a UPC. So that's what we got. They just come out of a UPC. Let's get that Mew in the front. Because this Mew, you know, if he grades 10, he actually is worth something. So you can't disqualify the, or underestimate is the right word. Underestimate the value of these hollows. Because, oh, look at that. Some of these hollows are worth a lot. Ooh, Rocket Zapdos. That's cool. I like this Rocket Zapdos. Okay. Lovely. So I gotta be Rocket Zapdos in that order. There was a mother-in-law that was shot at a beauty pageant. Damn, bro. I heard Louisiana had another shooting too. But was it like high schoolers or something? There goes Mr. Will Sharp. I like sports a little bit too, but it's kind of weird for me to collect other men. You're gay if you don't collect other men. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Everyone knows you want to collect a picture of the homie. Yes, girl died. Damn, dude. Damn. At a beauty pageant, was it like a jealous mother? Wait, I gotta look this one up. That's crazy sounding. Beauty pageant shooting. 2 days ago, former Mexican beauty queen shot dead. That's not the one, is it? Former beauty queen shot dead. Is that the one? What is wrong with people? Hey, look at that Articuno, man. That's a sweet card over there. Nice poker card on the right. He says, yeah, she was hot too. I just collect Jordan, maybe some Kobe cards. I have a Roaring Kitty card, a couple Elon Musk cards. I like sports a little bit. Mister, would you trade me the vending series Eevee for that PSA 10 poker Articuno? What did we sell the Eevee for? I don't remember. I think we sold the Eevee for like 200-ish. Let me take a look. Give me a second. Eevee vending. Let me go into here. Oh, man, I'd have to go dig it up. That's the worst part, is how far away the slabs are. That is the worst part. So, let's see. Give me a moment here. As of April 19th, the card sold for $190. And then the Articuno, I think, was just priced. It seems like a pretty fair trade here because you're offering me a little bit of value. I think I would take that trade. Who was it that asked that? Would you trade me the vending series Eevee for the PSA 10 poker Articuno? So I would have to leave the table to go grab it. Are you guys going to entertain each other if I leave the table? All right, I want you guys to start up a good conversation. I'm going to go grab it, okay? I'll be right back. Did I need to grab anything else from down there? I swear, there's always something that needs to be grabbed out of the basement. I always forget. Let me think for a second. I can't think of anything. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab it right now while my knees don't hurt. All right, here we are. My home has such an old smell to it. Okay. There's that. What is your rarest card? This one. Here you go, Anthony Rodriguez. All right, well, you've gone from a 9 to a 10. There you go. What happened to the Poker's Ard? He's gone. Anthony Rodriguez, Poker's Ard. Ooh, this guy's for sale for like 7K. Okay, wait a second. No, this is correct. Okay, all right. Let me look that up. Cardos Charizard. Cardos Charizard. Oh, I'm burping, dude. Jesus, man. All right. How much did you spend to get that Eevee? Was it 20 bucks? So he goes from $20 to Eevee, then from Eevee to a PSA 10 poker. pretty cool. Now, we're looking for 9.5. So if we look at this, over here, here's the same card, PSA 9, and they want about 5.4 thousand. That's for a 9. So we got a 9.5, and I want 7,000 for it. That's my ask. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. If this was a 10, I probably wouldn't sell it at all. I'd probably, you know, I really ought to just try to cross this, but let me go ahead and put this guy here. Toss this over here. All right. Might let you decide to cross it. That's a real offer on this guy. Okay. That's pretty cool. So this guy will return for sale. We'll give him a chance to sell outright. And if he doesn't, we'll just put him in the live customs, I guess. All right, there it is. We do have a trade slab right here, guys. Did you catch this? This is $20 and it's over. Where are all the breaks at? Pack break, gym breaks. Let's talk about the breaks. We are 40 minutes. How are we 40 minutes in? I can't believe 40 minutes have passed. Here is Oddish Hidden Legends. This is 2 out of 9. Long way to go. It's a rare card. It's a Yukimori Pop 11 from Hidden Legends. That's an old set. That's an old... Hold on. Let me have a cough drop. I've got like a scratchy throat, I think, after I hurt my throat the other day. But let me have this. I got some cough drops. These work really well. All right. There's been a lot of violence in Louisiana. Yeah, there was the dad that killed his, like, giant family. And then I think there's been a shooting. Why don't you tell us about it, Alex? All right, so these two are really cool. That card's super cool. This is one of the reasons we don't have a lightning break, because this thing's like a lightning break. It's a 9, but it's also very cheap. It's $240. And this is being sold on consignment for Mr. Brandel Vargas. We also have the Bubble Muse up to 10. Look at that. That guy's on the move. He went from like 4 to 10 in like 2 days. So that guy's on the move. Oop. I love this card. Oh, yes. So this is a gym break now. It's a consignment for Mr. Austin. Help Mr. Austin out if you wish. You can jump in here. He's just trying to pay a medical bill. That's what he told me. So that's why that's up for sale. Okay. So he's selling his card. Shining Tyranitar. The sub list did move forward. So there's 7 spots on the current sub list. Very, very, very cool card. Destined Rivals ended. That's over. There's no more box break. We currently have no box break. But we have this Adventure Time Card Wars box break with 3 spots left in it. And here are the 2 packs. This is about halfway done. This is about halfway done. Vintage back breaks. They're pretty cool. Here's a free card. Put this free card behind this guy. Now, over here we got the binder break. What's the Reggie Gigas tag price? So it's a little bit pricey because he actually got a pristine 10. Where'd he go? 140. But take a look. He's a pristine. See? So whenever a card gets a pristine, I like multiply the price by like 3 or 4. Now, we used to have 3 guys in here, but one guy pulled his name back out to go into the Destined Rivals box break. Look how fat that is. All these are yours if you get pulled out of here. It's a very full binder break. Tons of cards in here. Undoubtedly worth more than 160 at this point. Pretty good to go in there now. We could add another one. I hope I don't know, like 1,500 or something to PSA. Sounds horrible. Let's see. Grab this. Any Pitbull news? Oh my God, don't even ask. You want me to look it up? I can look it up if you want. Let's see. Pitbull, malls, blah, blah, blah. People who love Pitbulls claim that it's not Pitbulls, but I feel like it kind of is really often. Pitbull news. Let's see. This was 2 days ago. A 7-month-old girl attacked and killed by her family's dog on Monday morning. There you go. All right. So anyways, that's always one of those controversial conversations we have about some dogs being like a breed large enough to hurt people. Pit bull is like one of these. It's one of those hot button issues on the internet. People argue about whether they're safe or not. Here's round number 13 of the jumbo pack break. Hold the line. Mister got some tempting breaks, but I must hold. Here it is. Mister, did you hear? I always have tempting breaks, Mr. Whipple. Mister, did you hear about the 25,000 PSA submission they lost? They offered the person half of it back if they sign an NDA not to talk about it. Oh, yikes, dude. Here's Hawk. Oh, yeah. They only offered half of it, though? I mean, that sounds like a lawsuit to me. That doesn't sound right. What was the pack behind the EV pack? The pack behind the EV pack? You mean the slab behind the EV slab? My puppy's safe. What? Why is your puppy so safe? What makes your puppy so good? Let's check the queue real fast. See what's going on over here. Everyone told him to get a lawyer. All right, so next up we have, I believe, Lamar Hughes. He says he wants 4 of the Chinese 151 surprise. Oh, yeah, we've been hitting these real hard. The 151 surprise, we're trying to pull the Pikachu Gengar. Our 151 surprise is real cheap. We got some good stuff. Of course, I ordered more of this, and it hasn't arrived. I need to ask that guy about it. All right, let's grab this. Every dog I've had has been a pit bull, and none of them have ever bit anybody. Here we are. It likes to play with socks. Oh, that's cute. There we go. Okay. That's what everybody says, by the way, Mr. Crazy. It's really funny. Whenever the conversation about pit bulls pops up, everyone has an anecdotal cupcake, and they're like, pit bulls are the best, bro. Here we are. All right. Very good. 151 surprise Chinese. Let's get them snipped. PSA been in hot water lately a lot since Mr. Whipple. Snipping that. All right. I rented a room with an old friend of mine. He has a pit bull, and that dog never caused any problem. Just died of old age. Here's whoa, Dodo. I just bought the 3rd jumbo pack break spot. Oh, did you guys hear that? The jumbo pack break has 1 spot remaining. You want to have some action tonight? You want to have a little bit of fun? Jump in the jumbo pack break. It is fun. You have to admit. Chameleon. Cha-cha. All right, very good. Mr. Lamar picking up the Shining Doduo. Tag is better. Well, you say that, but I promise you there'll be some kind of thing going on with tag too, okay? All the grading companies are not immune to the same exact problems that they all probably have. They probably receive millions of cards over time, and it's very hard to keep up, and eventually you start slipping and causing problems. So, you know, we've been lucky. We haven't had too many problems recently, but I just always brace for it. I'm just always ready for the bad news, you know. Here you go, Mr. Lamar. There we go. Me and my ex, no! Would rescue pit bulls because they will put them down if they go to the pound. They're considered unadoptable by Maryland law, so people would give us their dogs. And I had an infant baby. You're a braver man than me, Mr. Crazy. You are? All right. Very good. Okay. Because I just read a story about a little girl who just got mauled by their pit bull. She got mauled to death. And you hear about that, you know. I think a lot of it just comes down to the size of the dog. That's it. Like, imagine you had a cat the size of a pit bull, that big, that muscular. Yeah, a cat could kill a kid. Maybe it would sometimes. Cats are small. That's why they never kill anything. So it's about the size. Mark Kaplan's here. He says, 10 of the glory of Team Rocket. All right, glory of Team Rocket. Let's see. Here we are. Is how you treat them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, people have said that too. That's another common misconception is people will say something like, well, it's about how you raise them. Here we are. All right. The only thing people will not consider is perhaps there are dogs that are more inherently or genetically or DNA specific that would more often attack their owner or something like that. Those are one of those concepts that people won't agree with, you know. Here it is. Oh, yes. All right. Ready, 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 ready. I was falling asleep and heard pit bulls. I'm sending you a baby pit bull, Miss Six. Which is very bad considering they're using AI grading for a consistent grading process. Kind of goes against their whole business model. What? Who is? What did I miss? Tag's shown quite a bit of inconsistency. Really? I don't think so. They've been really tough the whole time. Really hard to get a tag 10. When you see a tag 10 up on the table, guys, please appreciate it, because tag, it feels to me, first of all, PSA got tougher at grading, okay? And then tag grading, in my opinion, is just a little bit harsher than PSA. So if I had to compare the two, PSA is a little nicer than tag. PSA is just greedy, doesn't care because they're such a big name. You never know. You never know. Let's see. Get on this rant. Okay, you ready? Code. Here's Azepidos. Code. There's been a lot of people that have been talking their tag slabs cracking, resubmitting them sometimes 3 or 4 times with the same card to get multiple different grades. Here's Orbital. True, although that's kind of true with all grading companies, right? They are. People have been doing that to PSA for a long time. So that's one of the things about PSA. They have like a halo effect or something like that. So with PSA, if you did the exact same experiment, let's say you cracked a PSA slab out and you get a different grade, and you crack it out and you get a different grade, you crack it out, you get a different grade, people would hear those words and then they would just not care that PSA is doing that. But if a smaller company does it, like let's say Tag has the same problem, or maybe CGC has the same problem, people hear it and they go, I'm never grading with Tag. I'm never grading with CGC. What? So how does PSA get a pass for the exact same problem as if it never even occurred, and the other companies get in trouble for it? Doesn't make any sense. So it's definitely some sort of, it's some sort of brand loyalty. I don't know what it is. PSA will do the exact same thing, and people will just be like, meh. I'm sending all my cards to PSA. All right. The point Tag brags about how they use AI grading. I don't actually hear a lot about what Tag says. I don't hear, I don't see any Tag commercials or anything like that. But I can tell you what they do actually do. So you can take this little QR code here and scan it. And if you go look at the scan, you'll get a grading report. And the grading report will explain to you why it got the grade it got. So I feel like that's really nice. That's an innovation that PSA will not do because it will cost them so much money to do it. So I do like that about Tag. But yeah, they're probably plagued with the exact same problems that every grading company has. Mr. Mark. Let's grab your bag, Mark. Let's see. Listen, man, it don't matter to me. Tag, CGC, BGS, PSA. I'll grade with all of them. That's how I am. I'll even grade with SGC, maybe. SGC is a tough one, man. I don't know what their angle is. One of their angles is we have a fast turnaround time, right? Well, yeah, because nobody grades with SGC. That's the reason why. All right, so we're doing a shipping for Mr. Lamar. You got it, Mr. Lamar. Miss Alexis, I almost called her 6. Miss Alexis is coming back in on probably Monday to do the next round of shipping. Excuse me. Okay. Having a little cough there. Okay, so Mr. Lamar. Let me grab this. Man, I am having a cough like crazy. We're going to close this. Mr. Stein, I am dying over here. So, stamps. I just have like an irritated throat ever since we had that incident the other day. I have an irritated throat. Even damaging some very expensive cards. There's multiple YouTube videos of their inconsistencies. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's multiple videos of probably all grading companies having inconsistencies. Like, for example, I found like a black label Gengar Kardos card. And, no, it was a poker card. No, it was Kardos, I remember now. And I kept showing it in stream because it was so badly off-center, but it somehow got the black label. How's that possible? So this is going to say, boop, 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 boop. Send in some orders, guys. You guys got to help me with my, my hospital bills when I go to the doctor and they say my throat needs to be chopped open. I'll look into it. Looking forward to seeing the same card submitted to tag and then seeing all 4 of the reports. Only compare you can get reports from. Zanebi, there's one guy that showed that dig report, and it was wild because the same card graded 5 times through tag. Sometimes it would catch the same marks, but give a different grade. All right, we're printing. You know what that means, guys? That means if you get a 9, regrade it. There we go. That's what we do. If we get a 9, I always look it over, and if I think it's borderline, I crack it. It's called a second opinion. We get a second opinion. Yeah, I made a video about that some time ago, and people did not like that. They did not like that I was doing that. They were like mad or something. Thank you, Mr. Lamar. You can get grading reports from CGC and Tag 2 if you pay enough. I think it means PSA. Yeah, but PSA, they want you to pay like $70 for that. All right. So, give me a second here. Hold on, give me a second here. All right, so what do we got? We're going to close these out. Thank you very much for the orders, Mr. Lamar. Appreciate it. Got you your label made. Good. If Tag did even a third the volume of PSA, they'll have problems too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if as the demand goes up for tag grading, so will the number of incidents. Oops. So will the number of incidents. Speaking of which, what we got here? Okay. So this card graded 9, but look, you can see it's off center. Okay, so that's Mega Sableye. Let's get him priced up, shall we? Okay. And this shall be Sableye 9, huh? How about just $40? That's a 2015 poker card. That's pretty old. That's 16 years old, is it not? Here's Mega Altaria. Also off center. Look at that Zekrom, huh? Got a 7. That's looking like a giveaway card to me. If it's AI, then all that human error that PSA has been dealing with, then it's already looking bad, to be honest. I still grade at Tag and PSA. Those are the 2 companies I go through, and those are the only 2 I criticize. There's something wrong with criticizing them. There. All right, there we go. Yikes, a 7, huh? What's the 7 for? It's a really nice card. Check it. Okay, so this got a 7. Let's zoom in. Says we only got 36 people watching. That's nothing. Why we got so few people watching? Jesus Christ, dude. That's a low number. All right, but we're going to go ahead and do our job. So that's kind of a low number, don't you think? 36 on a Friday night. I wonder if it's the title or the thumbnail or if YouTube even pinged anybody. Okay, so a 7 for this. For what? Wonder if that number is accurate. Maybe the number is not accurate, but it says we have 18 likes. What made you grade that, Zekrom? He was just going to be a cheap, like 10 or something like that. He would be a cheap 10. Sometimes I grade cards that are very cheap. Look at this, guys. They gave this a 7. Not an 8, not a 9, a 7. Where? You say a scratch? I don't see a scratch. What scratch? Look, if it's off center, I get it. It could be like maybe it's thin on the top, heavy on the bottom or something, but a 7. That's really rough. I don't know. I don't know. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and sleeve it up. Very good. And we'll toss those away. Okay. Mr. Show us Seal DOS. I do have a little bit of Seal DOS. You like looking at the Seal DOS? 7 is usually a light scratch or dent. Yeah, that card, I didn't see a dent. Joey Smith, he's buying a jumbo pack spot. You got it, man. Joseph Smith. There you go. Left of the P, I think I saw a small indent. I could have been the light. I don't know, man. That's rough as hell. We are. So we need one more person in here, and that goes off. Wonderful. Here's an order from Rafael Gonzalez. 1 jumbo pack break. It's over. The jumbo pack break is over. Don't try to buy in there. There's no more room. That means we can get a new one made. Okay, there you go. I saw 2. Left of the P. Hold on. Oh, it looks like a smudge. Well, let me see. That's not a dent, dude. That is a very, very, very light smudge. But a 7 for that? Again, how's that a 7 for that? That's not a dent. All right, let me put that away. Very subtle. Get into all this. If that cost that, that would be insane. Yeah, like that's an easy regrade. I'm not going to regrade it because it's a cheap card. But I'm saying like, damn PSA. 10 Pokey Shovels. Hey, hey, it's Miss Sarah. Now we're going to have some fun. We have Sarah here. Regrade the 7 with tag. Maybe I should. It's not a valuable enough card, unfortunately. Maybe I could do a regrade fund. Everyone pitches in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. There you go. Happy weekend to you, Miss Sarah. Oh, I shouldn't have put that box away so soon. I should have done this first. 6. Ah, 2 lives, you say. All right, so you're pulling the 2 lives. That's a $50 value, so you're basically getting your money back out. We are. Okay. Let's go grab you 2 lives. Mr. Raphael, did you know you're getting 2 lives now? Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. A 1, a 2. Oh, I grabbed too many. Wait. It's supposed to be these 2. All right, there we go. Now, that's a Charmander. Wow, that's cold. I am so sorry, Mr. Raphael. Those are some cold ones. How much we got back here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Raphael, you've had the unfortunate business of missing. Okay. This can be really painful. Ask Sarah. So see this beautiful Eevee? Eevee vending T9. Just got off work. I rewound and saw the small dent on the left of the P. There we go. That's not a dent. You guys are calling it a small dent. It's not a dent. I've seen that before on the back of cards. That's a smudge. It's a very light smudge. It is not the same as a dent. A dent would be like impression, as opposed to just sort of like a surface smudge. I call it a smudge. There we go. There we go. Yeah, dent would be an impression, like if we pushed the tip of a pen into it or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, up it goes, Mr. Eevee. There it goes. Hot Pockets, Stock Markets, Houston Rockets, don't matter. Lakers in 4. Okay, put that back. And we'll put this up here. Very good. Who's next? No. Not who's next. Jumbo pack break time, baby. Here goes. Is Hawk here? Mr. Catnip here. Catnip told me in an email that he was trying to take the Psyduck. I'm wondering if he wins this, Will he actually want the Psyduck? Hold on. Hold on. He told me in an email he's trying to get the Psyduck, but I want to see. Let's see. I don't see an email from him anymore. Shoot. He's not here. I guess if he wins, we can take this whole pile, put it into a bag, and set it to a side for him until he can tell us what to do with it. So, because he's got a 50% chance here. Here goes. I got today off. I slept all day. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Grabbing all those. Good luck, everybody. This is the jumbo pack break going off. Now we got 53 viewers. I don't know what to believe anymore. We went from 33 to 53. That's like a 20-person gain in like a minute. I wonder if the PSA watch or the YouTube watch count is accurate. He could still get cooked. Who? Hot Pocket, Stock Markets, Houston Rockets. Let's see. How you doing tonight, sweetie? Hey, you don't call me sweetie. Give me a number. Give me a number. Ooh. I bought a few spots in a break and lost before, says Mr. Whipple. 3, a 1, a 2, a 3. All right, so that's been done. Here are the names. All right. Take this back here, shuffle it a little bit where you can't see it. It's got to be a little private. All right. Give me a number. First pack, I know it. Yeah, think so? Two? All right. A 1, a 2. I've also bought a whole breakout. Here's Hawk. Mr. Hawk. Oh, look at that. It goes to Mr. Hawk. All right, and there's Mr. Hawk. And here's Mr. Raphael. And here's Joseph Smith. All right, very good. Congratulations, Mr. Hawk. Now, I don't think he's here. Rip and flip, even if you knew that, it's not really appropriate for you to say that out loud, but it proves that I am required to build the packs in secret. So the packs have to be built in secret. Here they are. Yeah, it's not really appropriate. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. No, wait. Again, he mentioned he was interested in the Psyduck. Ooh, what do we do? So I won't open these until he confirms he wants them open. Because normally we would just jump to opening them. Wouldn't the most accurate fair way putting cards next to each other in a row and having the computer roll 1 of 4, that's the winner. We don't do that. I try to take dice out of the equation. We used to do dice all the time, actually. And I decided that that didn't fit the, maybe the culture of a Pokemon card channel. That feels more like a casino, to be honest. And we used dice the other day just for fun, just to show that it could be done. Just recently, like a day or two ago. However, I like it better when we're just opening custom booster break packs. I call them break packs, custom break packs. And so I like that feeling a little bit better. So there's Mr. Hawk's big pile of cards. We're just waiting for him. Dice and Boot was the good old days. Yeah, exactly. We called it Das Boot. So that's done. Let's go explain to our Breaks History channel that Mr. Hawk pulled that. And what do you guys think? We build up a new one? So we need a link from today. And we're going to Breaks History. What we're going to say Jumbo Pack Break 13 Hawk. And this occurred, oh, I can't read it. Oh, there we go, 69 minutes in. There we go. So Mr. got to make the break packs in secret now. Yeah, because obviously those booster packs have unique identifiers. I've always kind of known that, but sometimes I try to put it in one that's harder to see. But that shows you that if you don't do that extra step, people might be able to guess, and maybe guess accurately which of the packs has the actual card in it. So Luckily, though, what we did was we shuffled those name cards behind the camera, right? So that's important as well. So I've been doing that for a long time now, and you can see the importance of that as well. So you're not allowed to see in a short break like that. You're not allowed to see where the name cards went. They have to be done in a way that's untrackable. Excuse me. Still coughing. Support my coughing hospital bill because apparently I'm going to die of coughing. Now, how about a new jumbo pack break? You guys want me to put it together on the spot? Let's put it together real fast because we've been doing that lately. We got one. We got two. I've got something I'd like to add. This guy right here, he's not on the menu. It's OP14. I found 2 boxes of OP14. There it goes. So I'm going to add this in here. All right, cool. So there's this pack. Here's Mega Evolution. And were we putting Destined Rivals in there? I think we were. Destined Rivals. Now, Obsidian Flame can't go back in there, right? Because it turned out Obsidian Flame's actually pretty expensive, right? Or, I mean, maybe it could go in. Ooh, we could put one of these in. Let's put in a Vivid Voltage. Oops. That's fun. So there's a Vivid Voltage. All right, Vivid Voltage is in. And now, what were we doing? We were doing one of each of the Chinese packs, weren't we? There's one. I bet there's an SP in those 2 boxes. An SP. This guy over here. Wait, we already pulled that? Yeah, we already pulled that. Oh, we're missing the orange one. Here's the orange one. Okay, we should get some of those. We like to get some of these Korean packs. I like the Korean packs. The Korean packs add a bit of zest, and they're not really that expensive. I remember some of us tore that case apart when you had none left. What are you referring to? All right, let's see. Grab one of these. Good. And we'll grab one of these. Good. So there's all of those. I am actually kind of forgetting what we put in these. Oh, right. We put these Union Arena cards in there, don't we? Like these. Okay, these 2 right here. We tended to have one odd pack, like one non-Pokemon pack like this. So Fortnite will go in there. Oh yeah, we would have some Japanese packs in there too, I remember now. So we would have the latest, which is this guy. Okay, one of these. And what was the other thing in there? It was like Mega Green Ninja or something. Where's that? A few months ago, I think John Lucas bought like 8 boxes. I got 6 boxes. Yeah, he ran out and found more. Oh, found more OP14. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, well, I found some just now, like 2 boxes of it. And one of these. We're always trying to sell through these. All right. So there we have it. This is put back together. Okay, put that there. Put this here. Put this here. All right. All right. Good. Okay. How much is Vivid Voltage going for? Not like a bazillion, right? Let me just double check this, but I don't think it is. Vivid Voltage booster box. All right, it looks fine. Cool. So that's going to be round number 14. We got a specialty pack Vivid Voltage in it in round number 14. 9 a pack market. Grab this. We got a Vivid Voltage pack in there. How cool is that, guys? I think Cody got a couple boxes too. IIRC. I just got like 40 sleeve boosters. Did you really? Did you buy it because it's so old? It's kind of cool, right? It's a really old card set. All right, there you go. The jumbo pack break. Where'd I put his pack break? Oh, okay. Let's see. Get a solo leveling in there too. All right. Looks like we were doing good. So let me get a solo leveling pack too. Okay, one more item going in there. Solo leveling. A guy sold them to me at $6 a pack. Oh, he really wanted to get rid of them, huh? There we have it. There we have it. What do you guys think of that? Thank you, Mr. Rafael Gonzalez. Next up, Brandon Warder. One box of the 151 surprise. Here you go. Oh, man, if I could get out of the freaking case, dude. I hate the way that Pokemon packs these. It's so dumb. So we're about to finish another case of these off. This makes me want to rip my box of PO. What? Body odor? When's the next time y'all ship? Hey, what's up, Tex Hits? Well, Miss Alexis just did the shipping tonight, but she won't be back in again till Monday. Did you send for shipping? Is that why you're asking? Mr. Bryce, one whole box, 151 surprise. You guys can get a whole box of this for $90 right now. It's a great price. I recommend opening it. If you guys open it, I'll get a restock going. Because this is a really good product. Perfect order. Perfect order. More like perfect odor. Got it. Yep. What's this? I love Hidden Fates, says Aovic. That set has not performed very well over time, though, has it? There we go. The reprint really did slow it down. It showed you what Pokemon can do. They really can print something to death. Here goes Mr. Brandon. We got Flavion, Growlithe. Here's Mr. Mime. Here's Mewtwo. You pulled Tangela, Budew, and Slurpuff. Ooh. Doduo again. Why are we getting double Doduo? We better get double Gengar when we pull Gengar. That's all I'm saying. We better get double Gengar. Alright, you got Doduo, which we had already pulled just like a second ago. And now we got a second Doduo. Here's Flareon. Vaporeon. Magmar. Bulbasaur. Hitmonchan. Flareon. And ta-da! Gyarados. Nice! Mr. Brandon, thank you so much, Brandon. Sorry about it not being Pikachu Gengar. Maybe the next one. Now that we've had 2 of these Doduos, I doubt we'll get another. I don't think I've ever seen 3 in a row. Okay, was thinking about doing some shipping. Yeah? I'm thinking about you doing some shipping. I was just imagining that. Blake. Ben. Let's see. Brandon Warder. Here it is. Next is Dodrio. Put that there. Put this here. Thank you, Mr. Brandon. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That PayPal queue is clear. Any website orders? Let's see if there's any websites. Keep the hollows. You want me to keep the hollows? I'll keep the hollows. Give me a second here. We'll put you in the giveaway slab tonight for donating hollows. You do that these days. So when you guys make an order, if you get rid of your hollows at the time that your order goes through, we do a little bonus for you. I don't know if I can do that all the time. Let's say the giveaway is like $100. I don't know if like a handful of hollows should get you in there. But it's going to work right now. Brandon, order. There it is. Ta-da! 12 a pack, a bit high, but whatever. I have no plans to rip it. To rip it. What? Now we're hitting refresh on the website orders. Here we have Mr. Mark, Mr. Scott, Mr. Lamar. So there's the shipping from Mr. Lamar. And then here's Mr. Scott. Is that right? Mr. Scott, 1 jumbo pack break. You got it. You're going into the next round, Mr. Scott. Scott Benz. My best friend, Mr. Scott. Here we are. Welcome, guys. How you doing this fine Friday night? How you guys doing? Here we have Mr. Mark. Oh, Mark. I was cutting onions right now. It's going to look like an all-nighter. 10 packs of the Glory of Team Rocket. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glory of Team Rocket. We just had it, didn't we? Here we are. 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes. It's crazy that my customers don't know I cry every day for them. Here we are. Good. You know, I used to cry from onions. I feel like I don't cry as much from onions. Maybe it's just the technique I use. I don't know. Maybe I cook with them too fast, and then the chance to cry from them is gone already. There we go. Maybe you're cutting a ton of them. All right. I was actually wondering about that the other day. I thought I used to cry from onions. I got a busy morning and double booked tomorrow. What? Double, triple tacos? Cold. Here's, oh, Spad Ops. There you go. Taiwanese Tar. I treat this one like a hit. I like this card. I say this every time. This is the Korean Team Rocket, Glory of Team Rocket set. It's really cheap to open in Korean. If you guys have been wanting to have fun with this set, give it a try. It costs very little to play with. Allows you to have fun without breaking your wallet. You could, of course, open up Destined Rivals for like $1 bazillion. Tossing this. Mr. Mark, thank you, Mark. And then I think the Japanese one is like a little more than double the cost of this one, right? All right. Thank you so much, man. All right. Look at that. So we have one person already in the new Jumbo Pack Break. If you guys are enjoying the Jumbo Pack Break, Mr. Hawk pulled this one, but he's not here, so he can't tell me to open it. I need him to be here to tell me to open it. Let me delete these emails. Delete. And I guess I'll delete this one too. All right. Okay. The queue is empty. Time to price up some slabs for my besties. You guys ready? All right, some fresh slabs for you all. Ditto, Metamong Project. This one got a 9. Why did it get a 9? This one got a 9. A Nguyen. Do we crack it? Let's have a hard look at it, okay? Because I feel like this submission was a really harsh submission. So I want to have a good look at it before we go through. I could regrade it with tag grading, you know. Oh, actually, no, this one could not be regraded with tag grading. Tag doesn't do Korean. This one's mostly good, but there is actually a smudge on the card. See, it's one of those. So that was like the other card, but this one got a 9, not a 7. You know, I wonder, do you think that's washable? I wonder if that's washable. I wouldn't mind holding off on grading this one until tag grades Korean cards and then trying again. Let's see. I'll sleeve this up and say hold for a smudge. Piasu. The eyeball, the juice, American flag. I appreciate y'all started up tomorrow at 11, but got to get there at 9 a.m. You going to bed? Nice. I didn't know you did breakfast. I should have known. Feel like an idiot. I bet those are bad A tacos. I enjoy the food industry, but I work too much. All right, so we're going to say smudge, clean, smudge, regrade. Like that. Yes, cleanable, says Ants Taco. I wonder if it is, because I think I've seen those smudges before, and they don't always seem cleanable. What we could do is try to run an experiment where we try to clean one. Let's try and find one, first of all. man, wouldn't it be nice if a smudge just showed up? Come on, bro. That's a print line in that one. These are all Korean cards, by the way. We just need one of them to have a smudge on it so we can do an experiment and clean it. And of course, none of these have smudges. They're all freaking perfect! But the card I tried to grade had a smudge on it. Is this hypnotizing you guys? Have you been hypnotized? Let's see. It's hypnotizing me, man. Let's see. Okay. My God, I can't find one with this smudge. We just need one little smudge. Whoa, all right. Whole box, no smudges. You should send the Korean bulk to Johnny Somali. Oh, my God. See, I'm telling you guys, that guy, yeah, he's going to jail for 6 months. But think of the, he's established his brand. You know his name. You know his name and you can't not know it. All right, ooh, this Charizard also, this got a 5. Why? That's a really harsh grade, I feel. There's something going on over here. Look at this. That's going to be it. That also makes me wonder if that's washable. So this card is probably worth a ton of money in a higher grade. We're going to crack this right now, right here, right now. And this one's definitely meant to be cleaned. So let me take a picture of this. So I'm confident we don't have to just grade this with PSA. We could grade this with another company. But we might try to clean it and resend it back to PSA. Regrades. All right, one more picture. All right, good. I'll try to clean the front smudge and get a higher grade. Good. Yes, you can fix that. I'm hoping we can fix this. Okay, just wiggling this loose. There we go. The bottom. I find the bottom's a little easier than the top. I remember one time I was breaking these Ancient Muse out of their holder, and it was like nearly impossible. They were some kind of rubber holder. PSA slabs are much easier to open than tag grading, and I actually think that's appropriate. I don't think your card should be in a plastic tomb. I don't like that tag grading. Tag grading is so hard to get your card back out. All right, so there we go. Hey, there he is. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hawk? You won the jumbo break. Okay. What a flimsy little card. Got an additional thing down there. I'm a little worried about affecting this card because it is a glossy card. So I don't know how liquids will work on this card. But I know I don't want to just use my spit. Can I get 10 Poke Shuffles with store credit? Definitely. So Mr. Hawk, you won the Jumbo Pack Break, and I meant to ask you, do you want me to go ahead and open your Jumbo Pack Break, or do you want to keep the Psyduck? Give it to the Hawk to it, mister. Give it that Hawk to it. That's right. I'm going to spit on that thing. There we go. So You do want the Psyduck. Ah, the Psyduck is gone, guys. Clean smudge. So we're going to try and clean that smudge. There's actually 2. I'm not going to do it here live, but I am going to try and do that. Let's go put this away. Let's rotate this. We've got this lovely Sylveon, by the way. Here's a Giratina that nobody wants because he's too expensive. Here's a Psyduck. Here's this really cool Mario card. And $40-ation. Now, Mr. Hawk. There it is. I'll save this for the next round of the Jumbo Pack break. And he is taking home the Psyduck. All right. So we'll mark him down as being through one last break. And then I almost feel like we should say when he was taken. So we'll say he was taken on 4/25/26. Okay, 4.25.26 to Mr. Hawk Camacho. I'm not going to write your name on it. Because if we write your name on it, let's get a clean sleeve too. If we write your name on it, then it becomes like, I feel like it becomes less resellable. Okay. Look at that, guys. I'll go ahead and prepare him for encapsulation. Since you will want this encapsulated. I guess that means I need to draw something again, huh? I have another Psyduck drawing, though, but... why do 2 of them in a row? I don't think it makes sense. Hawk Camacho. It's going to say... let's see. TCC. For TCC grading. Okay, congratulations, man. Look how many breaks he made it through. He actually made it through 2 mega breaks. Not 1, but 2 of them. Pretty wild. Love me some Punchy Rock. All right, we'll put that back. Congratulations on that. And we'll put a... right now, we'll put a substitute hit card in. Hit counter. That's the substitute card for now. We need to put a drawing card in there. Okay. Maybe I should have a couple cards ready to go. All right, we have a Miss Sarah Dusenberry. Now, wait a second. Before we do Sarah's turn, I forgot. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt requested 10 Poke Shuffles. So you're going to get that first. $53 remain. Love me some Punchy Rock. Do a Geodude. A Geodude. That'd be cool. Good luck, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. All right. 1, 2, 3. You should have wrote. You won. If I add the timestamp, what would it be timestamped? Oh, the timestamp. I forgot we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we are. I guess the kind of thing you would want to timestamp is the moment that the card is pulled. So maybe the end of the Jumbo Pack break. I don't know if I want to work on that, though. Here we are. Let's see. It was easy when I just told John to do it. Let's see. Ta-da! Whoa, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Just rough luck today. I don't know what's going on for you, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Holy, bro. That is pretty rough stuff. Let me get you written down. I'll put you in the second chance again, because I know you had tough luck today. All right. Second chance. I've heard enough. Bring John back. Double the salary. I know. I missed John working on the encapsulations. There we go. Once upon a time. So next up, we have Miss Sarah Dusenberry. She's paying with the ZELLE. You know what that means, right? Miss Sarah, not only are you going to get your stuff, you're going to get a spot in the ZELLE giveaway. Here it is. So we're going to get you up to 16. All right. Sarah is spot number 16. You got number 6 as well. You got number 13. So thank you for the order. That gets you another spot in the ZELLE giveaway. What was the word they kept using during COVID? I know what you're talking about. They were called like necessary workers or something like that. This, God, I don't remember. Frontline worker. What was that term? Poneta? Oh, here's one of those Koro cards, but this is a cheaper one. Essential worker. That's right. We need John to come back and be an essential worker. 10 Pokey Shuffles. Good luck, Miss Sarah. Your turn. Essential worker, yeah, law. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You too? I'm so sorry, Sarah. That is some rough rounds. Man. 2 cold rounds in a row in that box. That's a lot of money. You know, I think it really comes down to this. We were pulling all those hits out in a row, and this box just kept growing. And I think now there's some cold ones to remove out of the box. You leave Brittany alone. Leave her alone. All right, we'll grab 2 of these. Say what you want about him. He got those encapsulations done. We used to do grading for just $8 a card. Remember that, guys? That was fun. There we go. There we go. All right, now. Zami Zentapol and... Oh, my God. I'm going to lock these things up. The Pokey Shuffle and the Live Custom. They're like, hey, actually, that's a 25th anniversary pull. That's not bad. I didn't notice that at first. It's a little bit better. Miss Sarah, that is a pretty rough round, though. What else? You wanted 4 bag sorts. Wow, 4 bag sorts. So, I know we went through your stuff earlier. What are we looking for this time? Let's take a quick look. So, Sarah. I see you have these 2 boxes over here. And do we have more for you? Let me see. Mr. Brett. So Brett's got a lot over here. John Lucas has got a lot over here. But I think you've got stuff that we've kind of already gone through. So maybe you want me to look at it a second time, though. Let's grab it all. Wow. Maybe the Pokey Shuffles and the Live Customs are getting a little hotter at least. All right, so I remember this. You wanted me to remove some stuff like these SRs, perhaps, right? We do have a trade spot here if you want another spot in this. Just make sure I go through all my bags. All right, sounds good. Let's go through all your bags. So here's Golem. You got the Topps cards. This is a full art. This is a full art. Okay. This is a full art. Let's push these down like this. So keep these nearby. All right, there's a full art. Here's some SRs. Here's an EX. I don't know how you feel about EXs. There we go. Here's some SRs. Full art. SRs. I don't know how you feel about this guy. Here's an EX. This is quality. I like the Gengar. Esper Rowlet. Those are quality. This is a reverse hollow. I like the Snorlax, though, to be honest with you. Here's a reverse hollow Gengar. Do you still play Monster Hunter? Hey, what's up, Darcy? Darcy, why does that name sound so familiar? I feel like that's a familiar sounding name. We are. Here's Sanji. I did play the release of Monster Hunter Wilds, but then after playing it for a short while, like I finished the story pretty rapidly, and then I started playing online. After a while, I realized it just really wasn't the same as what we used to do together as a group on Monster Hunter World. just wasn't the same. Like the monsters were not that challenging. There was no new weapon added. So these are odd. These are odd cards. I don't really know if I consider them like hits or not. That's up for you to decide how you feel about these. But those are some cool Harry Potter cards. And, you know, we've got a new Harry Potter film coming out. Same with these. These are actually definitely his. These Topps Chrome cards, 100% worth it. Those are all gradable. Stan Marsh. More like Stan Darsh. More like Stan Darsh. Here's Petapetamelillion. Menonillion. I don't know how to say that properly. Harry Potter. So here's these going over here. We got a girl cart going over here. So here's a Lapras. Spupa's nice. Mega Clefable. Salazzle EX. Can you please use the rest of my store credit on Poke Shuffles? Might be a good idea, you know, because so obviously there's been some cold rounds in the box for a little while here. And so those boxes actually might be getting hotter over time. Especially, I feel like, well, both of them really. All right, some SRs. Here's this guy. Oh, look at this. I gave this a 10 plus. Nice. I like that Hello Kitty card. How's the queue? I don't think it's that bad, but we're going to take a minute. We're going to take care of Miss Sarah Dusenberry here. So these are like some bulk, basically. It's bulk from the XY period. Is that right? Yes. So I don't really consider these that valuable. They are bulk. I'm going to place that there. I put them in the bag and I talk about how, hey, you know, all you need to do is get one of these to grade 10. But the truth is, a lot of them just aren't going to grade 10. Here is a Korean card and an EX card, and there's an SR. There's the Clefairy. Miss Tammy said the Clefairy is expensive. Jacinthe, I don't really know if that's a hit or not. Some EXs. Lots of these EXs out there. Millions of these EXs out there. This guy's so ugly. Oh, look at that. That's a hit. There you go. That's a proper hit. Here's a little Meowth. I think you like Meowth, so I'm going to put him there in that pile. I don't consider that a hit. And this is just a hollow. Okay, we got this guy. Here's one of these. I like this guy. I like this Gengar. Gengar's always good. Frogadier. SR Meowth. Another Spupa. See, like Spupa is a card that I just feel isn't that good. So you could be like, get rid of all my Spupas or something. Here's a Wigglytuff Chinese. Here's a Probopass. This is some kind of promo card. I'll just put that over there because I don't know how to feel about it. Again, I don't know how to feel about this either. I feel like that's junk 100%, and that's junk. All right. The Meowth is $10. You can keep some Gengars because I got a lot if you want them. Well, you know, you can use them to trade too because I want you to get your money's worth out of them. All right. Oh, what is this? A whole bag of hollows? What is this? Ah, yeah. That's a whole bag of hollows. Looks like a mix. Some Chinese, some English. English. There you go. Like this right here is pretty tradable, Sarah. You can give something like this up right now for like $5. So it's a pretty fat bag. I'd say a little more than $5. In my mind, this is more like $7. Here we are. Okay, so we can set that there. So that's pretty tradable. Okay, now here's this bag as well. Mega Skarmory. We got a nice Gengar. See, Gengar's a hit. That's a hit. Okay, so we don't want to waste your hit. We will make sure you get paid out on your hit. This is a hit. That's a Master Ball. Master Ball. Yveltal. These guys aren't going to be worth much in my opinion. It really comes down to sort of like your understanding of the market. Like, what do people actually purchase? What do people buy? The Dedenne would sell. This guy, surprisingly, he would not sell. So he's an SR, and we could put him in the SR pile, but he really deserves to be in this pile because no one's going to buy this from you. It's a Chinese golem. He could just be here all day long. But since he is an SR rarity, we'll put him in there. Just play around. Just because that's proper. Here's a bulk. Here's a reverse hollow. These are very nice. Here's a bulk. Here's a Fluttermane. This is from Trick or Trade. Okay, there's an SR. See, I kind of like the Cynthia's Garchomp. That one looks at least a little bit better. So you can see, even like within the rarities, some cards have maybe a little more appeal than others. All right, what's this bag? You ready? $2 Gengar Hollow. See, yeah, so you can get like $2 worth at least out of the Gengar. This guy's got to go in here. He just sucks so bad. Here's Edel. Doublade. I like the Doublade, by the way. Here's a Mega Starmie. I'm not a Doublade collector, and I think most people are not. It just kind of looks nice. Charizard, he's an EX, but he 100% belongs in the hit pile. I don't know. It's just a Pokeball, man. Snorlax, nice. Gengar, nice. Spupa, not really that nice. Okay, here's some EXs, trainer card, Gengars, another Snorlax. Look at those Snorlax. You got a couple of those Snorlaxes too. Those are cute. Here's a couple more of these holos. So now we know we got this holos bag over here. Put those with that. This is a hit. That's just a holo, but that's a hit. I also like this Dragonite because of the art style on him. Okay. This guy's not even sleeved. I didn't deem him valuable enough to sleeve him. Lapras, another English Clefairy. Nice. Mega Clefable. This is technically supposed to be a hit. It's a poker card, but it's like, it's Among Us. I wouldn't pay money for Among Us. All right. So there we go. One more bag. Last baggie. We're looking at sorry, I saw Mary's name. We're looking at Sarah Dusenberry's stuff. So see these cool cards, and you see these Mario cards, and you see these Naruto cards. Let's move them into the other stuff pile. So other stuff, we're not going to judge other stuff too hard. There's a Goldie Roger. Here's a Hollow Aerodactyl. Here's a nice little Rowlet. Here's a Meowth. Here's Gengar, Drapion, Decidueye. This almost feels like it's already been sorted through, but it hasn't been. What is this, just bulk? That's just junk. All right, Talonflame. This is nice. These are nice. The Spiny's technically nice. This is nice. This is nice. It's just, okay. Ooh, this is from Sword and Shield. That's kind of nice. All right, some more of these non-Pokemon cards. That's an SR. Here's some of these Hello Kitties. All right. Here's some holos. This guy, I don't think he's very good. All right, we're almost done. There's a Ludicolo if you like Ludicolo. So you got plenty of cards. You got a lot of stuff. All right, there we have it. So what do we got going on here? You tend to donate these, but you can actually use them to trade. So we can use these for trade. So we got this and this. Can't underestimate those trades, you know, because you got those trade, you got those tradable cards, and we got trade breaks up here. This whole slot right here, I think, is pretty tradable. If I were you looking to make 20 bucks, I would start trading these away, because I do accept these, and they're not worth a ton, but they are worth something. They're not worth a ton, but they're worth something. So a little pile of these. I'm beautiful, no matter what they say. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. That's an old one, Mary. Mary, you're not allowed to know that song. Mary, you're younger than me, right? You're not allowed to know that song. My mirror went blind. Oh, no. All right, so we'll put that in the junk aisle. Now, you got all these beautiful cards. A lot of these are sort of like hits, but they're not like big hits. But you got one or two really big hits in here, right? So let's see. A lot of this could be graded. Clefairy maybe. Clefairy English. I'm seeing lots of gradable cards in here. Tons of gradable. That one looks cool. Mega Starmie, Fluttermane. What did we see that really stood out? There was one that really stood out somewhere in here. Where'd it go? Ah, the Melodic. Truly a hit. Okay. But yeah, after that, just lots of maybe like B-tier hits, basically. It's like B-tier hits. You don't have to grade them. If you had a cheap way to grade them, that would be best. Cheap way to grade them's best. If you're not into grading them, I also accept these as trade. You get a much more favorable trade rate, obviously. So if you see like ARs that you don't want, could just take something like five or six ARs to add up to 20 bucks. Depending on what they are. Like if it's Spupa, it's going to take a little more, right? But if it's a nice AR that I think could actually sell, it might just take 4. So there you go. The hits. Mary's 500 pounds, by the way. I knew it! Nothing wrong with this bag here. A lot of gradable stuff in here. What you see is, this is not Pokemon, but look like holographic Donkey Kong. That's cool as hell, man. We got these action flips. Very serious cards. You could grade action flips. Okay, some Narutos. Those are really nice. So nothing wrong with this bag. That's just, it's not Pokemon. That's all it is. I don't know about these KU Harry Potters though. I'm wary of them. KU is a bigger brand now. I went to Target today to buy my diet ginger ale, And on the shelf was KU My Little Pony. We could just say weird stuff. Okay. I'll stop when your mother stops shocking down on blah in the morning. It's a fair trade. Mary, who hurt you? I am beautiful. I look at myself in the mirror. Wait a second. No, I'm not. I'm ugly. I'm an ugly ass. At least I'm honest. So here's... That's Jeff. Jeffy Weffy. Moody. Where's Miss Sarah's hip bag? What did we do with your hip bag last? Do you got a hip bag next to us? Ah, this says Savage Berry hits. I'm going to enjoy my lasagna. These aren't really big hits, are they? Some of these don't need to be... Wow, look at that Meowth, man. Unbelievably good looking Meowth. Oh, baby, now that's a hit. Some of these aren't really big hits. They could go into like a B tier hit bag. But some of these back here are hits. Hit, 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 hit. Melodic's going back here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of these need to be transferred over to like a B tier hit bag. My name's Jeff. Sorry for the hold up, guys. We're doing a little back sort for Miss Sarah. She's a big customer. We'll make sure she gets to see her cards a little bit. Plus, she paid for the bag sort, so we can't be skipping out on that. Right? She paid for the bag sort. That's good enough. So I would do like $7 for this. And here's one of your EX bags. And this is an EX bag. And I think you were planning on donating this. How about 20 bucks for this right here? And then we'll say trade on this. So this is tradable stuff in here, Sarah. How does that sound? Does that sound all right? Does that sound crazy to you? Oh, good. Your box has more room in it now, so we have more room to do stuff. Oh, my God. Why is this not fitting? Woo. I'm reaching like twice my arm's length. I can't do it. Set this here. All right. So for the trade, for $20, I'm offering to take hollows and these guys. And I think you were planning on donating these anyways, but I'll count them as part of the trade. There it is. Take all the extras as well. All the extras. I don't know what you mean by all the extras. I'll just grab these. These were donated earlier tonight for free. We'll just stuff these in here. All right. Set that to the side. And we'll set these to the side. That is now off to bulk. I think I can take those SR cards and stuff them into like, you know, maybe like the junk packs. All right, so the trade break's going off now. Because Sarah just took the last card. All right. Congratulations on that win, Mr. Hawk. You got the side-up card. And that's going to come with encapsulation as well, by the way. So you get the card and the encapsulation. And it's just a really cool thing. Duh. Oh, you got 2 cards in here now. I didn't know that. So you got 50% shot. Good luck. Now, we'll put this back behind the screen. Do you mod viewers when they give you compliments? Maybe. Yeah, how good do you think your compliments are? It's possible. I can divide them up into little bread loaf pans so I have different types of lasagna. So now you got a better concentration of your cards, Miss Sarah. You know, you got your hits, you got your junk, you got your stuff that's not Pokemon. You got a little better understanding of your good stuff. And you found a melodic in there. That's kind of nice. All right, give me a number, guys. Uncrustables are the best. When I met Karis in college, they handed out these free college lunches. And I wasn't signed up for them, but she was. And she would always get the little Uncrustable. And I was always like, that is so gross, dude. Just compliment the index finger. Instant mod. Mr. So Handsome. He makes Jinx jellyfish. Jinx jellyfish. What does that mean? Ooh. Oh. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me up. Give me a number. I could just roll the dice. What do you guys think? You just roll the dice. 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. You are the decider, Mr. Catnip. It is Beatrice. All that, Sarah, and it was just an unlucky break anyways, though. Well, darn. All right. Popping this over here. Well, that's a nice day for Miss Beatrice. You know, she has bad luck some days, too, actually. Beatrice Monas, but not today. Congratulations, Miss Beatrice. Reminds you that it is a break in the end, isn't it? All right. We're jumping over here. Miss Beatrice, let's go ahead and update the breaks channel. Beatrice will be happy to see this. She actually has had some bad luck over time, and this will help her straight a little bit. This will say Rapidash vending Beatrice at the 116 mark. All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to go ahead and hand out some misses to Mr. Team Rocket Grunt in a second here. Is that right, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? You were just telling me how you wanted to miss in the Poke Shuffles. But before we do that, it looks like there was an order before you asked for that. So let's go check out that order in the website. 7 of the week is a rookie number. The Denver Broncos are the top NFL consumer of Uncrustables. Ew, gross, dude. Looks like we have 2 really big Tammy orders. Holy, bro. Tammy, if your order is really huge, I might just let Team Rocket Grunt get his Poke Shuffles first. Let's see what you got. You got a box of 151 Surprise, 10 of the Ascended Heroes. Whoa! Tonight's stream brought to you by Miss Tammy. Oh, it's the same order twice. Ooh, Miss Tammy, was that intentional? Is she watching? She did the same order twice. That might have been by accident. All right, so Tammy, huh? I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Team Rocket Grunt go because I just want to confirm she meant to do a double order first, so we're waiting for her answer. So you got $3 left, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. We're doing 10 of these. Good luck.
Uncrustables are delicious.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I don't know. Take it and run, mister. Nah, I couldn't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 was canceled. Ah, okay, perfect. It was canceled, but it doesn't say that from my side. Oh, that's dangerous. Let me check my PayPal's. You know, actually, there was an email that came in. There was an email that said transaction fail, which is probably what you're referring to. But PayPal didn't say that, did it? Or the website didn't say that, which is interesting. But the email comes from the website, which is also interesting. Oh, here it is, Miss Tammy. Yeah, only 1 transaction came through on PayPal. That's very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and pump these up here. Oh, no, wait. Let's turn these around first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, card number 11 coming in handy. Without that 11th card, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, you would just have 2 Waifu Shuffles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 2 Waifu Shuffles, obviously. Oop. Snorlax, go. So let me talk about this, because I actually mentioned this in the Discord server. The Pokemon Go cards are very expensive now, the Japanese ones especially. I went to go buy some restocks on them, and they are not cheap at all. First of all, there's no sealed cases, unless you want one from Italy for like $5,000. And the booster boxes cost a lot now. So when I saw the Snorlax was kind of a pricier card, I didn't really believe it. And then I saw the Tyranitar was kind of a pricier card. It's time to believe it. These cards have actually gotten expensive. The Pokemon Go cards are pricey. So here is the Snorlax. Now, what are you thinking, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Keep it or re-roll? Finally, says Team Rocket Grunt. Yeah, you've definitely gone deep in here. American bread isn't bread. Everyone who's not in America always talks shit on America. Have you guys noticed that? You put sugar in it for some god-awful reason. Reroll the Snorlax. All right, Snorlax is being rerolled. He will say 70. And so he'll go back in for 16 spots. It's bleached cake at the ATB, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's it. I'm eating a loaf of bunny bread, and you can't stop me. That's what I said, bunny bread. All right, good luck in there. Maybe you get like a chain reaction or something. So your reroll will be for 14 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. If we had normal ass flour, yeah. You eat ass flour? Ew. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my, wait. That's the car. Oh my god. Okay, wait a sec. I've done this mistake before. I didn't shuffle it heavy enough. I didn't shuffle this heavy enough. Hold on. That's the same card. We got to make sure we actually send that to the back. All right. I think I did that wrong. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're trying again. The card you saw get pulled there, it was this one. We can't do that. We can't pull this card twice in a row like that. So I do this mistake where I don't shuffle enough from the front because we front load them. I don't know why we do that. We should back load them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we just want to make sure it's random. That's all. That's all that matters. We got to get a random round for you. Mr. So Alpha. I'm eating a whole loaf of bunny bread, and I'm going to put American chocolate on it. Did not cut. Yeah, I did something wrong. All right, so, but the next round is correct. So we're in a different part of the box. That's all that matters. Here we are, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Here is your future. You might got some really good ones in here. Let's find out. Dude, you got Scrafty? That's a good one. I think Scrafty is more valuable. You got Gyarados? All right, you're doing good. I think that's what you were hoping for. So this guy goes back in. The Scrafty, I think, is like a $100 card, isn't it? And then the Gyarados claims to be sort of like a half hit. Governor Mike Cahoe of Missouri passed a bill about anti-Semitism. Yeah, I think I heard about that. Somebody mentioned that earlier. Let's see, Scrafty. When I was younger, I was homeschooled, right? And I met some Jewish families. They all would join too. Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think that something going on, like on the other side of the world, would cause, you know, some sort of battle over the Holy Land would cause like just some normal family in Missouri to be like attacked or something like that, or to have to live at risk that something would happen. Like that one couple that got like murdered earlier, was it last year? So the 241, wow, he's $110. All right, and the Gyarados, 091. All right, now we know why there were so many cold rounds in there. All right, what are you thinking about here? Let's go ahead and get his Waifu Shuffles too. What does he get, like 2 of these? Tell me what you're thinking about with those, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Allspice is better than cinnamon. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, no luck in the Waifu Shuffles. Damn. Crazy. Hee Andy Man. We'll toss this up here. Just normal people, you know. Keep the Scrafty, but re-roll the Gyarados. Okay. Team Rocket Grunt. Scrafty's out of the box. Goodbye, Scrafty. Funny that he's 110, and I didn't mark him as a hit. I was just being too lazy. The Gyarados will be marked down to 45. I had a friend who would eat just ketchup on bread. Ew. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay. Tossing this back here. Ready. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 9 more of these. Not bad, not bad. So you've gone from $50 to $110 plus these cards. We got Piplup. Oh, Piplup's expensive too. So that's a lucky round too, because you moved from a $55 card into a, what is it going to be, $75 card? I've seen people eat cold hot dogs out of the pack. Wow, that takes That takes true hunger, I think, because that is just about as gross as I can think. There it is. So that goes from 55 to 70. So that's an upgrade. What do you want to do with this one, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Good morning from Germany. Guten Morgen, Mr. Fleming Falk. I was thinking the second part of your name sounded suspicious. Ah, yes, the poverty sandwich. What are we thinking, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? I want to know more about if Missouri's no tax bill coming up. Missouri no tax state news. Just 4 days ago, plan to replace Missouri income tax. Moves to voters. Man, I'm so excited, guys. Missouri is very close to becoming a no tax state. I can't believe it. All right, we're doing a re-roll, so this will go down to 60. All right, he'll go back into the box for 70, but next time he gets pulled, he'll be pulled for 60. So this will be 14. Is that right? 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nothing better than fried bologna. Maybe these should be backloaded like this. Maybe they should be backloaded. And then this allows me to take a smaller portion from the front on the re-rolls. Good luck. 1, 2, 3. You get 12 this time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means poor innocent oranges must die for our sody pop. What do we got going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good thing for that Raikou, huh? Because the Dolive I don't think is very good. Okay, what do we got here? Dolive Raikou. Here's Dolive, it's 40. What was the card you just re-rolled? It was a 70 or something? So you're up to, I think this is going to be an improvement again. Let's see, Raikou is it 038? That says 038. This one's 048. Is there another one in the box? Really? 2 Raikous in the box? You know, I'm a little bit of a Raikou fan. I think he looks pretty cool. Suicune's is, oh, is it this one? Okay, there it is. So you go from 70 to 85. That's an upgrade. All right, what do you want to do, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? It's good to pass. Sorry, Tammy. It was almost your turn, Tammy. You know, this is the tough part with the re-rolls. It's the time cost. I don't mind. The re-roll style is pretty cool, but it gets time expensive, man. So somebody having a very lucky streak can take a while. I know, Tammy. It'll be your turn in a second. You're right after this. You are. Smoked Bologna. What's Bologna? Reroll Raikou, keep rolling. Wait. Reroll Raikou? Just the Raikou, but not the Dolive? Is that what you're saying? Oh, look at that. It's got your name on it. What does that mean? Okay. Now, Raikou's going to be re-rolled. He'll go down to $40. So, let's grab this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to go back in, and you'll get a re-roll for 8 spots. Should I put it in the back? Good luck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So you get 8. I got to be awake enough to do this, man. Can't be catching me doing this in the middle of the night. I'm too sleepy. Ralts! All right, Ralts this time. Yeah, it's like when you're re-rolling, it's like you have enough money to just reach the next hit most of the time, it seems. So you're really just parsing through the box at a 10% loss each time. Here is Ralts 021. So you go from $40 to $40. What do we think of McDonald's Ralts? That's Mickey D's Ralts. There should be a limit to how many times you can roll. Maybe. I don't know, because I feel like that spoils it a bit. But yeah, there could be a day where it could become a like time crunch issue. I don't think it is right now, but it could be. There's They're like small chip bags, but with fried noodles and seasonings. I think it does show you, though, when the Poke Shuffles are hot, it makes a lot of sense to go into them because you might be able to just re-roll into a really big snowball. Re-roll it. Don't like Japanese. All right, let me grab this. You don't even have to. You don't even have to justify it. You can always re-roll. There's nothing wrong with it. I just, if we ever decide it's too tough, we'll make like a rule or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And you just be like, I want to try again. Now wait a second. Wait a second. It goes back in for 8, but it turns into a 7 spot. Here we go. A reroll is awesome because low-key you could just not hit. True. There we go. 35. Yeah, the person doing the reroll does inherently take on a risk. Here goes. So you're going to get 7. All right, you ready? We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. There it is. Okay, so Ralts disappeared. Let's see how well you did. So you did pull 2 Waifu Shuffles, but unfortunately, that did not actually pull your Waifu. But you did end up walking away with Scrafty for 110 and Dollar for 60. So you went from $50 to 170 on that round. That's not bad. Actually, you know, if you think about it, you missed a round before this, so it's more like you went 100 to 170. All right, that's the end of that. Miss Tammy has a big order, and I'm very excited to service it. Let's take care of it. So Miss Tammy, she's ordering, once again, 15 of the 151 surprise. So she wants a whole box of them. Let's grab this. I would recommend trying with them. They're great for the snack. Snackety snack. Good. Yeah, re-rolling is inherently risky. Okay. We got to add something to that box now because stuff came out of it. Tossing that. Oh, yeah. But we can't leave Tammy waiting any longer. Tammy's waited long enough. 10 Ascended Heroes, guys. Can you believe it? We're opening 10 Ascended Heroes. I'm very excited. Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I bet Tammy pulls the Gengar Altart and the Pikachu. All right. All right. Throwing that away. Here's Golem. Well, now Golem's considered like a hit, even if you don't consider him a hit. We got Chauncey. Don't forget, there's a gold jar in there. Tammy has waited long for her Gengar. Oh, yes, we got a Pikachu Gengar. That's right. We got to pull Pikachu Gengar. Kabutops. Mewtwo. Butt-Free. Nidoking. Metapod. Metapoo. Vileplume. Bellsprout. We've got Hypno. Shiny Abra. Well, there's Shiny Abra. Master Ball Golduck. All right, now your box is way better. Seems the Master Balls show up every couple of boxes, so you did well there, Timmy. All my Asian friends love snacking on our noodles like that. Yeah, you got an Asian friend who likes snacking on your noodle, huh? Tossing that. Grab this. You know, I'm technically part Asian. I actually have some of them Filipino genes, and I think they're considered like Southeast Asian or something, or South something. Go, Temi. What do you think of that? I'm moving to Japan, Mary. You have to stay in Sweden. Wait, aren't you? Wait, you're part Asian too, aren't you, Mary? I can't remember. I can't remember now. I think you've told us this. Thank you, Miss Tammy. So now that we have a second to ourselves, no. Ooh, Primal Ground that's cool. That guy's kind of cool. Let's do this no rarity Dratini. Will people jump into that, I wonder? I'm part Japanese. Oh, never mind. All right, that's cool. That's all cool, I guess. I was looking at your last name and your Katayama. Are you? Are you actually part Japanese? I'm questioning you. You're gonna have to prove it, Tammy. Not Tammy. We just help Tammy. You have to prove it, Mary. Why do I mix the girl names up? I always do this. I'm Alexis and Six, Tammy and Jen and Tammy. And now look, I'm talking to Mary and I said Tammy. It's like my brain doesn't decipher it. Whoa. So the cheapest no rarity 6 is now 250, 250, 280. The 3 is 335, but it comes with the Dragonair. The 9 is 600. Wow. Born Swedish, Japanese parent. Oh. Well, she is a Hikimori or femcel. Hello. What's up, Tammy? How's it going, baby? Toss this over here. Where's my Ascended Heroes? Oh, Tammy, let's get your Ascended Heroes, I was thinking. You are? Tammy, what do you think? I was thinking we get your Ascended Heroes. All right. I wanted to do this really bad. I wanted to set up the next trade break. Don't worry, Tammy. We'd have got it. Oh, no. We're not going to set this up as a trade break. That's right. This one's too expensive to be a trade break. Tammy's about to chop my head off. I got to get this open for her. I wanted to do this before I forgot about it, because I was going to forget. Mr. Tammy's Packs. If I squint, I could be part Asian. Hey! All right, there we go. So we'll just put that back up on the table, though. All right, so. Yes. So by birth, I'm more Swedish and Scandinavian. By birth. Uh-huh. Let's see. I don't know if it works that way. I think it's just a matter of your DNA mix. Let's see. Boop. 1, 2. And 3. Ta-da! Okay. Tammy, I heard you wanted all of your packs. What do you think? Thinking that sounds good? I'm thinking that sounds pretty good. Do I have to chop this whole thing every time? There we go. Wake up, mister. Wake me up when Tammy's turn is done. Okay, there's 6 of them. All right. Do you think I'd look good with the mohawk, Tammy? I don't know if I'm a mohawk type. I'm half white on my mom's side. Am I half white on my dad's side? Oh. There. There we go. So grab some of these. You'd be surprised how common it is for Japanese people to bang Swedish. What? Japanese people love Swedish people. What? By birth, I was white. There we go. Do a reverse mohawk. A reverse mohawk. So here's 9. We need 1 more. Do I have 1 more? Ah, man. Nah, man, I'm going to have to stand up for 1 more. Okay, give me a second. Let me grab more of these. Looks like I received mail, and I never opened it today. I never even brought it inside. And I'm thinking I should stop and do that, because it might be Final Fantasy. They are. The Dreamlike Oceans might be here. The restock. Okay. So. Whoa. Got you one of these. Set this over here. And let's give you one of these cute little Ghastlies, too. How about that? There you go. All right. Move this out of the way as well. So that should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Good luck. So this is Tammy's 10 packs of Ascended Heroes, straight out of freshly sealed case. Actually, it comes out of a text sticker case, and you might pull something nice here, Tammy. I think you have a real shot here because I don't think I've seen anything crazy get pulled so far. And we've opened a couple of these from that case. Good luck. Tammy. Boop. What do we got? Here's Dreepy. Zorua. Here's Helioptile. I like the Rayquaza a lot. Centering looks okay. Boop. Here's Stunfisk. Ooh. Yeah, I wonder what that package is. I got a package that I guess arrived today while I was having dinner. Here's a Mega Electros. I didn't even notice. I don't know how I feel about Electros. I think he's kind of plain. Hitmontop. That's nice. So you got Hitmontop AR popping out. He's spinning. Chikorita. Okay. How about an SIR? Here's Pikachu. He's kind of cute. How about an SIR? Beautyfly Groudon. He's kind of cool. Okay, here's Victory. I like this Victory Bell, actually. Pikachu. That's my pigeon, mister. I knew he couldn't fly all the way over there, so I shipped him. I sent you a photo of my past Mohawk. You sent me a picture of your past Mohawk. You had a Mohawk in the past. And there it is, Tapu Koko. Damn, dude. These cards are tough, man. Ascended Heroes is tough. We are. We out of 10 packs, we got 1 AR. Actually, I guess that's kind of a normal pull rate. But it's just that they cost a lot. That's all it is, isn't it? Miss Tammy says, WTF. That's kind of consistent with what we're look, oh, you got an SR2, actually. So, no, it's quite consistent. It's just not what we were hoping for. Hitmontop and Stunfisk. So that was 10 packs, 2 pulls, an AR, and an SR. Dang, dude. It's just a tough set. That's all it is, Tammy. It's just a tough set. You got bonus Ghastly cards, so we toss that in there. And then, actually, I think the Rayquaza is a nice pull. So whatever the case is, these packs are so pricey that I think if even this Hitmontop were to grade well, you'd probably make a pretty good chunk of money on that one Hitmontop. The hollows in here are generally pretty nice. I didn't see a Psyduck go by, though. Yeah, I'd want the Psyduck if I were you. I didn't see the Psyduck. All right, Ascended Heroes has like 15 different $100+ cards. Yeah, it's a tough set for sure, man. Tim, I've been selling these ever since they came out, and that's actually pretty consistent. The pulse there. They're calling it Prismatic 2.0, you know. All right, Erica's Oddish, very cute. I'll sleeve these up. Oh, what I mean to say is I'll sleeve them up, but first they're going to touch the table. Here's Raboot, and Raboot's going in sleeve. All right, lovely. Yeah, I don't know, Tammy. There we are. Let's go grab your bag. Oof. They're pretty wild, huh? All right, flip that around, and we'll toss this in here. Good. Ascended's the next Evo Skies. I don't know, man. I like it a lot, though. I do like it. But you have to remember, the Gengar in the set is a Mega Gengar. He's not the standard Gengar. He's Mega Gengar. So I think the Pikachu is really nice, though. They took the scenic route to the penny sleeve. Yes, the scenic route. All right, so before we go any further, let's try and find another trade break, which was on my mind because I realized we needed a new one. Platinum Weedle. This is kind of cool. Staff Meganium, but it graded 9. Why did he grade 9, I wonder? Top to bottom centering, maybe? It's top to bottom centering. So he's a little bit off center top to bottom. This turned him into a 9. So he's $95. I will be turning this into the next trade break. Yeah. This will be 20, and it'll be 1 in 5. Okay. Tammy, are you okay? You've been struck by, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. You've been hit by a smooth RNG. I'm crying. Oh, no. We're going to hit trade here. You did get the Master Ball on the 151 box, so that was kind of cool. So I would say your luck on the 151 box wasn't bad. Shiny Abra, Master Ball, Golduck, that's not bad. But, no, that was pretty tough on the Ascended. I mean, if the Hitmontop grades 10, I bet he's worth a lot of money. Let's see what it is. Of course, you got to wait like 6 months for him to come back, so you don't know what his price will be like 6 months from now unless you express grade him. Hitmontop Ascended. Oh, I don't know if I can play this music. Can I play this music? It is a cool song, but I don't know if it triggers copyright. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I miss when Mr. would flex his index finger. All right, so here's one. So look. So check this out, Timmy. I know your pull sounds kind of crazy, right? But look at this. That's the Hitmontop that you just pull, right? And this guy wants $280 for it. So, you know, and maybe part of that is just because it's so early. But, yeah, obviously, with the packs being so expensive, every pull from it is expensive. Oh, okay, so check this out. So here's some sold. So look, that Hitmontop you pulled, 250, 250. Here's one in March, 150. Here's March 24th, 300. So not a lot of data to go off of, but right off the bat, he's like multiple hundreds of dollars. So as crazy as it sounds, Tammy, yes, the pack price is higher, but so is the premium on the 10s. So it's not as crazy as it looks. It's just some kind of set, man. It's just some kind of wild set. We have a new trade slab on the table now. This Meganium is on the table, everybody. That's Staff Meganium, okay? So it's a staff card, in case you can't see that. Pristine Regigigas from 2022. I'm going to hold on to him. Oh, we got these two cards, don't we? The Mega Altaria and the other Mega. Where's the other Mega? So we got these Mega Poker cards. They're actually pretty cool. How much for each pack? There we go. Yeah, the data would suggest that the Hitmontop was actually a really solid pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We gotta return some cards to the Poke Shuffle now. This will say Jack of Hearts, Mega Sable I. That's a lot of writing. And this will say P9. What's the next set coming out? The next Pokemon set coming out will be the English Mega Greninja set. All right, so this will say Queen of Club, Mega Altaria, P9. For English, Chaos Rising. Yeah, when does that Chaos Rising come out? It comes out pretty soon, doesn't it? I haven't even ordered any. We also need a new $100 card, I feel. I try to keep this pretty well stocked, the box. He's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. But I don't want to just toss any old card in there. I want to toss something nice in there. Wouldn't it be cool to get like some gold or silver in here? That'd be neat. Gold or silver. We used to do that, didn't we? We used to put gold and silver in the box. I'm going to put this Super Mario World in there. He's just so good looking. Did you guys see this? I sold 2 of these yesterday. Did you guys see that? That Umbreon wouldn't be a reroll. That one's a consigned card. That's Team Rocket Grunt, Umbreon consignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, there it is. If Mr. Team Rocket Grunt lowered the price for me, I would be maybe more interested in it. So, but that's a card I have more of those coming. So it's not a card I'm as interested in buying. 2 of clubs. I know I have more of those coming. P10. So it's better for me to push it out, you know what I mean? And this will say Mario. 2 of clubs, Mario P10. That's a big one. Oh, here, let's put it in the back. No more front loading, I think, with this. We got to back load it so we don't accidentally grab it. We'll mark this down as a hit. It's a hit. That replaces the Scrafty. Scrafty's gone now. All right. Wow, wow, wow. What happened to have... What you happen to have an Ancient Mew for Slab Away? I could buy one for you. Let's see. I don't know if I want to, though. Sarah Dusenberry. Wait, is it your turn, Sarah? Hold on. Is it your turn? It might be Hawk's turn. Oh, Hawk paid for grading. That's right. Hawk paid for grading. Now, Hawk, you say QR on it. I don't really want to do a timestamp. Timestamp, huh? So to do the timestamp, back in the day, the way it worked, you had to actually provide the timestamp in Discord. That was how it worked. We had like a whole system for it. And then there was a piece of software we used to create the QR code, and then you would edit the graphic to add the QR. It's not really that complicated. I don't know if I want to do it anymore. I will mention this. So what you can actually do after your card comes out, you can just go print a QR code off the internet and put it on a sticker on your slab. So I don't know if I want to work on that, the QR code these days. It's like a service, and I don't know if I'd like to do it. So, but let me write you down. So you've already got this. I'll mention it. Why don't I give you, because I don't want it to hold up the encapsulation. I know myself. What I'll do is I'll say, I don't know if I want to work on that today. I don't want to hold up the encapsulation with the feeling in my gut. 1 shuffle? Okay, we get you 1 shuffle. Hold on. Let me get you 1 shuffle. All right. It is your turn after all. 1 shuffle. That QR code is a surprising amount of extra effort. 2, 3. Boop. 1 cold one, in fact. I'm sorry. Could have been a big snipe. All right. That card's going to look really nice. And if you really want the timestamp, what you can do, again, just get that QR code printed yourself at home, and you just cut it out and then just put it on the back of the slab if you'd like. All right. You can even, instead of sticking it to the slab, you can print it on like a little small square piece of paper and then just put it in with the sleeve on the back of the card. You know what I'm saying? And then just scan that, and it'll take you to that moment. So as it turns out, the QR is not super important, and it's a lot of extra work. There you go. Mr. Hawk's done. Now it is Miss Sarah's turn. 2 celebration packs. Sarah, did we mention that we do celebration packs? These are a lot of fun. So the celebration packs are moving quickly. 2 live customs, 5 Pokemon White Flare packs. Oh, the White Flare packs are moving fast. Now, are those English Poke White Flares? They must be. Yeah, they must be, because it's such an expensive order. I'm calling it a Zard or Secret Gold Mew. I have RFI'd stickers. I can code a clip too. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was one of the things I realized is, wait a second, anyone can do a QR code with their slab anytime they want to. It's a nice, convenient thing to have it in the label. Oh, TRTYR. Team Rocket Tyranitar? Let's go find that. And it's a T10, huh? Let's go find that. Yeah, Booty Cheeks here. Back in the day when I could just tell... 050. Back in the day when I could just tell John, hey, John, do this. And he'd be like, okay. Now I gotta do it. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Oh, here it is. Ooh. That's lovely. So that's a Japanese Team Rocket Grunt Tyranitar for 75. That's why I treat this card like a hit when we pull him. He's a lovely card. And so he could be reroll fodder. He could turn into 2 rerolls, or you can keep him. What are you thinking? You ever miss John working for you? Yeah, I've good memories of John working over here. I miss it. It was stressful too, especially at the end. There was he was getting himself in trouble, so that was beyond stressful. It was really stressful, but it wasn't all him. It was the other guy too. The other guy was trying to get into a fight with John to some degree, and so yeah, I didn't like any of that. Very stressful. Just look at that. Keep all right. You got it, Miss Sarah. We got Alexis now, and she's really good at the shipping, but I just can't convince her to do the encapsulating. And it's kind of tricky, though. That situation is tricky because if I hire somebody to only do the encapsulation, they don't get enough work. See, John used to do the shipping and the encapsulation together. That's a job. But Alexis only wants to do the shipping, but not the encapsulating. So she just does a little bit of work each week. It's not a lot. And the encapsulation needs to be done, or it could be done, I should say it that way. So if I offered another job, that means now she will have like a coworker, I guess. And now you got 2 people instead of 1 person working in that workstation, which I also think is a bigger security risk too, by the way. But then also maybe she will run into that person. Maybe she doesn't want to hang out with them. And so, there's all kinds of like, it's like, I don't know exactly how that looks. So now we got 2 people coming in and out of our house. That's a security risk. And they both aren't getting a ton of hours. So the ideal scenario would be to convince her to get into encapsulation. That would be the ideal scenario. But I don't know if she ever will. Here's Cosmog, Lugia, Groudon, and Mew. I'll fix them up for you, mister. Yeah? Is interested in purchasing an ancient Mew. Do you have one available for Slab Away? I think he asked that earlier, didn't he? I'm afraid I don't have one. All right, put a bell on me. Put a bell on me. There's the Lugia. And Dialga, Cosmoem, Kyogre, Surfing, Poopuchu. Aw, yeah, we got the Surfing Poopuchu. So you did well in the live customs. You picked up a nice Tyranitar. And then we got a little Surfing Pikachu and a Lugia. Hollow, just because you didn't pull a hit out of this pack doesn't mean it was bad. This Lugia doesn't he sell for like 200 nowadays, guys? If he grades 10. So that's basically a hit. That Lugia is actually a hit. But so is the Pikachu. They're all hits, basically. Everything out of there is good. Oh, no. Now the white flares. Let's see. White flare. The Mew is a hit. Yeah, they're all hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those hollows got really, really valuable. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you got it, Mr. Alex. Basically, I'm not really worried about stuff like that necessarily, but it's just like maybe the discomfort or like awkwardness or, because right now it's very easy to have a scenario where it's just one person, you fully know the security. If a card goes missing, there's only one way for it to go missing. That kind of stuff, right? That's good stuff. So I like that situation. All right. It was NYB Day 2 hours and 1 minute ago. Any Goose Slabs away option with my name on it? Electabuzz, Zappy Mewtwo, and Pikachu are faves. You're looking for slab aways. Mr. Brian, everybody comes in here looking for slab aways, but we always have them posted to our Discord server, although not anymore, not today. I took it down like this morning. The Pricey Slabs channel has been up this whole time. Those are the slabs available for slab away. I can show them off real fast if you want. Here's Purloin. All the prices on them are outdated, so we have to reprice those slabs. But it's funny, everyone always looks for the same couple of cards. They want the good ones, and please not the bad ones. And it's very interesting. I could go acquire them, but to make a profit off of them, I'd have to overprice them. Or I'd have to have some way to acquire them under market, one or the other. Here's Bouffalont. It's actually a really interesting problem, I guess. There's Bouffalont, and... oh, there we go. I was about to say, Sarah, you got to get something out of here. You got Master Ball Scrafty. That's a big improvement. So 1 Master Ball popping out. The Master Balls go for like $100 in a 10, so that's nice. I think you work better with moms. 2 girls, 1 Pikachu. Just make it 2 girls working for you, so you wouldn't worry about just hiring another mom. Yeah, that could work too. not a lot of girls want to encapsulate Pokemon cards, I suspect. That might be part of the issue. Just, I don't know. I mean, if you look at this stream, we get like, what do you want to say, like 30 to 1 boys to girls. So it's hard enough to find a girl who wants to do card collecting, and then a girl who wants kind of a dirty job, because encapsulating, if you didn't know this, is kind of a hands-on dirty job a little bit. It's very sort of like you're like a clockmaker, you know? That's what it's like. You're like a clockmaker. You're very, 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 very detail-oriented, very clean, and you're not allowed to mess up the cards or make a mistake, okay? So it's like clockwork. And I don't know, girls maybe don't think of that job when they're thinking, hey, what do I want to do for a living? I don't think they think of that first. Here's Miss Sarah. All right, Sarah, so we're going to grab, let me think about it for a second. We're going to grab this bag here. 2 moms, 1 girlfriend. A trucker lady. Yeah, see, like even a trucker lady might not like this job because it's like you're a tinkerer. If you're somebody who likes to take things apart and put them back together, this kind of job might be good for you. You might like a job like that because it's a job of putting things together and sometimes taking them back apart. Like if a card gets encapsulated, but like the label is wrong, you got to bring it, you got to like open it back up without touching or damaging the card at all. That's like a skill. It takes practice. And when you make a mistake, it can be a multi-$100 mistake. Okay. Let's check out this Raikou. We gotta check the price on this one because I don't like that price. I think it's too low. Raikou 2018. So there's one for 163. No, that's 200. So there's one for 200. Let me check 037 for a second here. And there it is for just $60. I might buy this one. Let me look at this. From what? Super Burst Impact? Population of 47. And then what is it after that? After the $67 one? It jumps to 125. That one's underpriced. So I'm going to acquire this one off the interwebs. Okay. It doesn't even pop up unless you type in the exact number of the card. All right. And so now we're going to price him on the next one. That's from 2018. That makes it 8 years old. It's an 8-year-old card from the Sun Moon era. I think she doesn't want to do it because she's too nervous of damaging. Yeah, it could be any number of reasons. I don't really think too hard about that, but I just can't convince her to do it is all. Here we are. All right. I ask her all the time if she wants more hours, if she wants to learn a little more encapsulation. Here we are. Can't convince her to get into it. There we go. Was wondering what happened with the pricey slabs on Discord. It's time for them to rotate. It's officially that time. It is time for them to rotate. Thank you, Miss Sarah, for the order. So, Mr. Hawk's order had come in on the website. Who is after that? Hit refresh. Is that done then? The website's all caught up? I think the website's all caught up. Is that right? Good. We're going to go ahead and throw these emails away. And now we have an order from Lorenzo Shrub. He wants 12 of the Ascended Heroes. You got it. 12 of the Ascended Heroes. All right. I brought in that box from outside. And it was, in fact, the Ascended Heroes. What do they call those? Booster bundles. My Ascended Heroes booster bundles are here. And I think those will be the first Ascended Heroes products that I just go stack up in a corner. So those are just going to go up into a corner somewhere. Oh, weird. This is straight on the left, but diagonal on the right. That's interesting. Lorenzo and Tammy going deep tonight on Ascended Heroes. Probably going to trigger a restock. So my pigeon didn't arrive? No, I'm afraid not. All right, bear with me, guys. We're going to create a lot of trash here, but we're going to get these all ready to go. I bet that was one pricey box. I ordered it back in, what, like the beginning of February or something? It was listed for sale, and it was a pre-order. But what I didn't understand at the time was that it was a pre-order that would only be serviced in, like, April. I don't remember what I paid for it. I suspect it's already gone up in price. Like 2.5 months later, I think it's already gone up in price. So, send it to Heroes, everybody. It ended up being a good set. People treat this set like it's the big thing, right? But don't forget, we are only in April of this year, and there is still a lot of time for the upcoming sets to become the best set, right? Like, this is a good set because it's got Gengar in it, it's got a Golden Charizard, it's got a Dragonite, it's got 2 Pikachus that look really good, right? Great. But there's still time for a lot of other Pokemon to come out, including maybe a new Charizard set, maybe a new Rayquaza set, maybe a new Lugia set, maybe a new, there's a lot of, maybe a new Umbreon set, right? Whatever Pokemons are popular. Gengar is pretty high up there, though. And I think the number of ARs in here make it nice, too. The wide variety of ARs. I'm calling it now. It's the next Evolving Skies. Yeah, well, when Evolving Skies came out, it was cheap to acquire at the start. And another thing, I really think that for a set to perform as well as Evolving Skies, it cannot be overprinted. So no matter how good any set is, it could be like the best set ever. No matter how good any set is, you have to not overprint it. So you have to trust Pokemon won't print this into the ground. Like, for example, Aovic, he mentioned he really likes Hidden Fates. Well, so do I. I think Hidden Fates is really good. But if you look at Hidden Fates, it really didn't grow in price as much as other sets did. Well, why not? Why didn't it grow in price as much as other sets did? And it really just comes down to the fact that they printed it too much. So you can like a set, and it can have great pulls in it, and it can still be overprinted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's for our friend Lorenzo. All right. You got a little Charmander as well. Toss that there. Let's see what we got for you. You ready? We're getting Emerald Storm or some stuff that soon to allegedly. Yeah, like so that'll be a Rayquaza set. By the way, there's a Rayquaza card that's really grown on me, and it is the Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies. That card is so good looking. It's nuts. I'm really appreciating how good that card looks. It's just such a fantastic artwork. He's live. This is new bag. Lorenzo going deep, huh? Loving it. All right. Tammy, look away. I don't want you to see this, Tammy. Look away, Tammy. No watching. Throw this. Ready? All right. Good luck out there. Numel right away. So a little Numel pops out. Very nice. Okay. We are four likes away from the giveaway, guys, by the way. I'm watching. Dracolope, Helioptile, King Gambit, Pokepad, Dratini, Zoroark. So far we got Numel. Numel's Numel, for sure. we're looking for an SIR. Chikorita, we're looking for Gengar. If you get Gengar first, by the way, it's a big bragging right. Sprigatito is going to be one of the SRs. That's not good because now you've pulled an AR and an SR. I think that reduces your odds. I would bet you pull another AR before another SR. Let's see what happens. So we've got... I like this Rocket Executor. Isn't that cool? I heard when you donate your Rocket cards to Cardconomist, it actually ups your odds. I heard that. It was... God, my eyes itchy. The Buddha told me that. All right, so here's Team Rocket Meowth. You probably want to keep Team Rocket Meowth. He's pretty good. Here's Noivern. Very good. Here's Clefairy. 2 packs left. Don't even get into second chance card either. You want in the second chance? I can put you in the second chance. Another Newell? Oh my God, bro. Well, you know, Tammy, I think I did contemplate putting you in there, but the thing was, you did pull an SR and an AR out of 10 packs. So from a technical point of view, you got a you're not actually someone who pulled cold. And then we researched the value of the Hitmontop, and his last sold is $250. So I don't think that warranted a second chance spot. But you never know. Maybe I just this biased guy just put you in there anyways. Yeah, she should get a second chance. Based off the actual pulls, I don't think that it was actually cold enough. Her box of 151 included a Master Ball. So both sets, even though it wasn't really maybe what you hoped for, it was still in a range where you got not zero. The way that we hand out second chance is kind of like this. We look for you to lose about $100. That's what we look for. So if you lose about $100, second chance, it goes. That's kind of how we're doing it. Look at that. Numel Sprigatito. Looking very similar, in fact, to the previous round, although he opened an extra 2 packs, and he did get an extra Numel right at the end. Wow. Just a tough set, I think. Yeah. Imagine we ran the second chance bounty back when Shahir was opening all that prismatic. He would have had like 5 spots in there every day. Okay. Lots of hollows in there. I like those rocket hollows. If you ever want to trade or anything like that, Mr. Lorenzo, I like those hollows. Same to you, Miss Tammy. I like the hollows that come out of here. They got these rocket hollows in there. I'm a bit of a fan of that. So if you ever want to just trade those in rather than doing the work of grading them or selling them online or whatever you do with them, just let me know, okay? It's okay if you put me into the giveaway, mister, for my birthday present. Yeah? All right, Mr. Lorenzo, he says this is a new bag. Lorenzo says few times. Lorenzo. Shrub. And this is going to say 5.26. Tries not staring at the ETB in my drawer. I just opened 4 booster bundles of Ascended and didn't pull anything great. You open 4 booster bundles. That's 24 packs. Wow. All right. So this is a new bag. Okay. I'll place you right over here into the L box. Man, I gotta sneeze, dude. I'm tempted to put your name at the top. Oh, that's a trick we've been trying out in the P boxes. And I think it would be a good idea for the L boxes, too. Like this. Lorenzo. Pulled the Clefairy out of my first opening, dry in the next 30 packs. Damn. Yeah, sounds like Ascended's real tough. What do you guys think? I open up a whole booster bundle case in front of you guys right now. See what we get. That would be so punishing. I wouldn't mind having that Gengar myself, but what do I actually like from the set the most? I guess I like the Team Rocket Mewtwo the most, probably. Not actually the Gengar. He's cool. I haven't ripped that much since I failed my lactose-free diet. What? That was Ascended Heroes New Mail? That was Ascended Heroes New Mail. Wow, thanks for the big orders tonight, guys. Let me hit refresh over here. All it takes is 1 God Pack. All it takes is 1 God Pack. You hear that, guys? All it takes is 1 God Pack. Here's a Gengar ready for one birthday boy. It's Chinese Gengar. Gengar and Mimikyu Alt Art. I think I bought this for like less than $200, and now it's over 800. So if you're wondering if Chinese cards go up in value, yes, they do. This is proof right here. I should make a video about that. I should make a video talking about how much that card went up in price, because I know people are always wondering about foreign language cards. Here's some also. Wait. This is not right. That's the consigned box. We want to pull out of the expensive box. Here it is. Here's some other expensive cards. That's what my intelligence, my lady, I tell. You what? All right. Ugh. Got some cards here. The binder break, by the way, is 2 spots away from, or is it 1 spot? 2 spots away from finishing. Here's a Thick Wick. Here's a pristine Galarian. Here's a Cloud. Opus 1, Wave 1. That guy's still available. Misty's Goldeen. Here's a King of Hearts Solgaleo. Snorlax. Here's a Ivysaur. Here's a Charmander Vending Series. That might be out of whack. That price might be higher now. Top Many Burrs. Geodude. Oh, that's cool. That's the Topps Geodude. Here's another one of those green Charizards. Here's Frostlass. Here's Scizor. Perfect Trace Arcane. You know, this really ought to go into the Waifu Shuffle box. That's what I should be doing with this. Tempting to put it in there. It's a big, expensive one, though. A bit more expensive than the others. Ooh, look at that. PSA 10 Mega Latios. Here's Typhlosion Staff. That's cool. Lickitung 10. So these need price checks. Almost all of them do. Ooh, look at that. After the speech. Damn. Looks like that used to be a Pat Gibbs card. Did I buy that from Pat Gibbs? I don't think I bought that from Pat Gibbs. I think that's meant to be in the consign box. Okay. Good. Is the actual Gengar actually Chinese? Yeah, that's Chinese language Gengar. That's what that is. And he's a cool card, isn't he? There we go. All right. So, what time is it? 4:20? Oh, 4:20 blaze it. Speaking of which, here is the 420 Oddish right here. And, ooh, that's a pristine Electrode from the Classic Collection. That's really cool, man. I'm getting tired, guys. I'm just going to go to bed now. I'm just kidding. We've been live for 3 hours, but I will keep going for a minute if you guys want anything else, okay? You got a minute left. What do you think? Mudkip Gengar, Dragonite, Shining Zard. It's another Friday night, and I'm curious what the new record sales will be, because every week we've had record sales. But, you know, we're heading into May now, so we might actually have a slowdown on that. 41 likes, mister. Good job, guys. Let's get that giveaway. Just in the nick of time, huh? There's Dusclops. I'll put Tammy in here. Tammy, you want to go in the Dusclops? Tammy. There you go. All right. Here. Oh, wait a second. That doesn't count. Actually, that is Brian Freund. I think I will give him that spot. But let me go ahead and refresh this. This should say free. It's your birthday, huh? How's your birthday going, Mr. Brian? Brian, that had to be Fate, right? That was the daytime stream that I just rolled. Can I see the Joker Delays close up? Joker Delays. Oh, Deoxys. So it looks like he graded 9, and I just want to review that before pricing him, because that's a very good card. I think there's one on eBay, but it's really expensive. Things like $400 or something. All right. So, what's going on here? He's a little off center at the bottom there, left to right. It's actually really subtle, and I am tempted to regrade this. No, I think that's off center enough to be a 9. I think I'm going to agree with the 9 here. So that is a Joker 9 Deoxys, and he looks just beautiful. He looks brilliant. There is one of those for sale online. Let me look it up. So the PSA 10 is really nice, but PSA 9, poker. You got to type in both words: poker playing cards. Deoxys. So this card, there's not one for sale directly. There are some other forms though. Okay, so look. So there's a there's a fire red version for like 75. So maybe we just base ours off of that one. Let's see. I think I could see this card selling for 75 pretty fast, actually. This could easily go up in the Pokey Shuffles, for example. Now, but as a 10, I think he's like over 400. Must own stack of PSA 10 Numal. All right, there it is. Deoxys Joker. All right, let me hit refresh. Here's Justin Brunts. Justin Brunts. Now, you know what? Let me just give this away for those 6 people, and then let's just pick another slab out. Landing on 6. That's what I was wondering would happen. There it is. Brian Freund. You got the Dusclops. So the reason I decided not to add any more people to this is because I wanted Brian to have a chance to win this. You said your birthday. Is it actually your birthday? You're not messing with me, right? Some people lie. They say, hey, it's my birthday. Oops. No way. He said, yeah, I ended the break early on that one, so that your odds of pulling it would go right straight up. Now, we're going to pick out another card for you guys. It looks like it's going to be this Master Ball Eevee. So this is the one you guys will be going into. Justin says, dope. We'll put you into this one, Mr. Justin, okay? So we'll put you into this next one. We're doing another giveaway, 2 giveaways. But I wanted Brian to have a 1 in 6 odds of winning the other one. Isn't that cool? And he actually did. So you're going into this one now, Mr. Justin? Justin Brunts. What you're looking at is Master Ball Eevee. Papa, more movie. Papa, more movie. Oh. That's that Dusclops is a Diamond Pearl Dusclops. That's what he is. Here's Mr. Russ. He makes it in. Mr. Russ is here. Hello, Mr. Russ. Number 3, Cody. Mr. Cody made it in. Number 4, Whipple. Now, I cannot guarantee you guys that there will be a stream tomorrow. Kirsten and I might just hang out all day tomorrow. But there might be one. Yes, and Risen Rose. We don't ever plan our weekends. They just happen based off of how we feel. So we got 6 people there. All right, good luck, guys. That's 2 cards being handed out now. Landed on 3, that'll be Cody Hodges picking up the Eevee. That's 2 giveaways now, guys. How about that? Is that pretty cool? I have a lot of cards I can give out, you know? I'm surrounded by them. Oh. Can I get a nacho? Nacho! I want to win. I only believe in science. Whoa, we have a big Sarah Dusenberry order. 5 Ascended Heroes, 1 Japanese Poke Jumbo. Whoa! 1 Japanese Poke Jumbo. I think that's the last one, is it not? Okay, so I have to make a new one of these after this. I think it's a good time to, when I make it, check the price on all of them too. So in an upcoming stream, I need to make a lot more of these. So we're going to start right here. Nice, congrats, Cody. Snip this. Thanks for helping me reach 40 likes. We start the giveaways when we hit 40 likes. All right. I was on the edge till the Numal came out looking smexy. They do a nice illustration for Numal. It is. All right. But yeah, it's weird. Ascended Heroes is kind of a Team Rocket set, isn't it? It's got a number of Team Rocket ARs, the Mimikyu and the Dark Jug Trio. And then they got a couple of Rocket Reverse Hollows, and then they've got a Rocket's Mewtwo in this set. So it's like, damn, dude. Oh, right off to a great start. That's the 151 Snorlax. That is already a big pull. Wow. Here's... Oh, baby. We got... Actually, it's not that great. You got the Iron Hands or whatever his name is. He's not that good of a pull. But it is an SAR. So you're safe in that regard in the way that you've pulled a hit already. But it would have been nice if he was one of the EVs. Okay, there's an EX card. There's the Archeops, I think. The Spidops. Here's a little non-holo Gengar. Okay, here's Battle Region. You can only get this in the... Oh, look at this. That's a Shinji Kanda. Here's some holos. I don't even know if you want this. Here it is. That's the kind of card I might donate to the binder break. Here's... Sometimes I find one of those laying around. I toss it in the binder break. Meloetta. Okay, we've got this guy here. Pokemon Go is serious business now, guys. I restocked Pokemon Go, and it was an expensive restock. Pokemon Go was expensive to restock. Did you catch that? It was not cheap. The cards from Pokemon Go are starting to sell for a lot of money. Look it up if you don't believe me. Dun sparse. I gotta check the English version, see if that's changed in price. Triplet Beat. Okay. Here's the Ho-Oh. Here's Night Wanderer. Nothing. Future Flash. Flash in the future. Okay. Chien Pao. Here's, what is this one? Twilight Masquerade. It's not Twilight. It's called something else in Japanese. Pyroar. I think he's ugly as sin. Tammy has educated me that his mane is like the Japanese symbol for fire. There we go. What's it called? Kanji? Koji? Toss it over there. Crimson Haze. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Crimson Haze. So many names to remember, man. Here's the monkey. Ooh, ooh, ee. And we got this guy and this cool looking Snorlax. A cold one from the base set. Here's Mega Symphonia. Okay. And here's Mega Brave. Brave. There's Donald Trump. Who's going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? Here's Sarilege. Little Sarilege right at the end. That's not bad. It's that damn Logan Paul. Damn it, Logan Paul. What are you talking about? So, Sarah, the jumbo pack break went pretty well, I'd say. Check it out. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ta-da! Not bad. You got a little Gengar in there. It's nice. The Snorlax is really good. So that pull went well. Now, the 5 Ascended Heroes. Do I have 5 Ascended Heroes? I do. I got 5 of them. Let's get them out. It always takes a while, though. Can I just cut that much and then just get started? Like, what if I cut that much? Can I just rip it open at that point? Oh, cool. Okay, so I don't have to I don't have to cut the whole thing. Just a little bit of it. Okay. So there's a run on the Ascended Heroes. Tammy, look and see what you've done here, Tammy. Everyone thinks they're about to snipe your SIR. They're like, Tammy just swept. Quick, follow up. Tammy just swept, guys. Jump in there, quick. Tammy, they think you just swept. I don't blame them, Tammy. Pokemon's a desperate situation all the time. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know? I would if I had the money. Alex, we gotta get you more money, man. What's the next step in your career, Mr. Alex? There you are. Huge God Pack incoming? God Park? That'd be nice. A God Pack. Yeah, if we got a God Pack, I'm not going to complain about that. All right. I love God Parks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's for Miss Sarah. I love Jurassic Park. I have to pay off dog, and car next is upgrading my Pokemon Vault. Man, that's the thing about pets, man. They're pricey. Pets are pricey. There's no doubt about it. Here. All right. Karis has this nice friend who works real hard, right? Old friend from high school. It's a girl she was a friend with, and she has like 4 cats and 4 dogs. And I always think about how there's kind of a wealth gap between us, and I think, how would it be possible for her to ever build any kind of wealth if she's taking care of 4 dogs and 4 cats? That's like my family taking care of 11 kids. It's too many. I'm always like, just downgrade. Just have like 1 dog and 1 cat. You don't need like 4 of them. But she loves having a ton of animals. And I always think is like, there's got to be a limit at some point, right? Like, there's a point where it starts to look kind of like Hoarders or something. Like an episode of Hoarders. What we got over here? Here's Tarantula, Oddish, Colossal. Oh my God. What we got? Last pack. Come on. Last pack. Ooh, Golduck. Vanillish, Reshiram. Oh, baby. A triple. Off to the pound. Something like that. But she's, she takes care of them, but she doesn't like earn a ton of money. She earns like a regular income, like a normal person. But she has like 8 pets. And then it's like, well, now you're not going to retire, I guess. I have 245 cats. I know a lady with like 9 to 12 cats, last her at ARN number 5 to 6. Yeah, so you have to pay for all their food and all their kitty litter and all their kitty toys and whatever. Maybe they got like a vet bill. You got like 5 cats, you're going to have 5 vet bills. And how are you putting money away for like retirement? How are you going to do that? I think people who buy that many cats or buy that many dogs, they have like a maybe like a pain inside, and they're trying to sort of medicate that pain a little bit. Now I say that facetiously because I know that could be very true for anyone who's a shopaholic who likes collecting Pokemon cards. Maybe you just got, a need to have something in your life that offsets something else, right? And that's true for everyone a little to a certain degree. Everyone's trying to feel good in their lives. So, but it's just the extreme cases, the extreme cases. Like, why do you need so many? What happened when you have 8 of them? What happens? What is the threshold where your brain goes, you know what? 2's not enough, 3's not enough, 4's not enough. We need 8. I don't understand that part. And I think that it's definitely because it is they're trying to medicate they're trying to medicate something in their brain that hurts. That's my theory about it. But they're fuzzy. I want 1 fat orange kitty to cuddle. All right, let's see. That's my theory with the whole pet situation. All right. Miss Sarah, thank you so much for going deep. That was a pretty rough round on those Ascended Heroes. There it is. My orange cat came to me. What? Meow. All right, let's grab this. Here's Dratini for $240. Here's Palace Athene. Here's Prank-loving young dragon Kana? Kana. There we go. Look at this character. I saw Dragon Maid. This character's too young, man. I didn't like the vibes from that. There's a lot of that in anime, man. Here's Zacian. I feel like that's in that new game, the Pragmatica or whatever it's called. Pragmata? I don't know what the name of the game is. All right. People have been talking about that. We have an order from Mr. Lorenzo, who says he'll take a 151 surprise box and 6 ass-ended heroes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's get these open fast, though, because I got to go to bed, bro. Before if I stay up too late, I'm going to be real sleepy in the morning. And then my wife's going to be sad because I'm not hanging out with her. So that was the agreement on the late night. We're getting pretty far into this. It's the endless void that consumes. Yeah, well, I think some people are having more pain than others. Maybe they weren't treated well as a child, or maybe they had somebody they loved who died. Maybe they had a boyfriend mistreat them. Maybe they had a girlfriend mistreat them. Maybe they were generally lonely in life. There's a lot of different possibilities. Or maybe there's just some part in the brain that is like ticking along and it's like, wait a second, you need 8 cats. I don't know what it is, but I actually think it's very similar to hoarding. There it is. You ever watch hoarders on TV? People who are into hoarding are almost always sensitive people who had a very bad thing happen to them in life. And then they get like 100 hamsters or 10 cats or 17 dogs. You know what I mean? Here goes Lorenzo. We got to wrap it up, guys. No more orders now. We got to wrap it up. I was never alone in life. Here it is. Okay, there's Parasect. There's Raku. Here's Butterfree. I don't want to overthink it either, you know, like some Sigma 48 or something like that. It might not be that deep. It might just be like, ooh, dog, I want another one of those. You know what I mean? Ooh, look, another dog. I want another one. Here's Doduo. Maybe just more of a good thing. Here's Magmar. Is that why I have a tote full of comments, mister? That's probably the reason. Here's Muck. Shiny Doduo. He's the color green. You've got the greatest Dodrio. Nobody's seen it before. Here's Kabutops. And, oh, Master Ball Raticate. All right, so you got a Master Ball out of your round. That's, again, pretty good to get that. Bonus. Cats produce a never-ending protein source. What are you talking about? That doesn't sound right. All right, so I'll be opening up another case of these in a minute because we don't have enough here. Ascended Heroes is getting restocked tonight as a result of the run on the Ascended Heroes. Seems to be a popular set. You know how I feel about Ascended Heroes? I feel like this set's more popular than anyone realizes. Everyone's holding off on opening it. That's my theory. Everyone's holding off. They don't want to open it because they're hoping it gets cheaper in like a year or something. And it's so expensive, they can't afford to open that much anyways. Even if they were out of control and just wanted to open, they could only make it so far because of the high price. And so I think in a matter of like a year or so, they're going to reprint this and people are just going to be opening tons of it over time. Oh, look at this. We have 3 more right here. Okay, never mind. I don't have to open a new box. We actually have enough put together right here. There you go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Thought I needed a new box. I'll probably need a new box for the next stream. Orange kitten. I mean, chicken. It's chicken, not cats. We saw your sign out there that says it's chicken. The Ascended Master set is a must. So this. There we go. You guys ever seen that skit, The Whitest Kids You Know? It's not cat, it's chicken. It's really funny. King Gambit, Colossal. Helioptile, Badoo. Woo! We did it! Lorenzo! We're going crazy. You did it, bro. Oh, yeah. Charmeleon, Zangoose. Rawr. Definitely not kittens. It is. Oh, a little Pikachu reverse. That's kind of nice. All right. Not kittens. It's chicken. But they also did a skit called Puppies Forever. You remember? I don't know if you guys ever watched their skits. Their skits are pretty funny. They're like bad, but funny. Their skits are like super unprofessional, and sometimes they're really corny. But then occasionally they'll have like a really funny skit. All right, there we go. Nerf Nuke was great. Well, he definitely can't have one, right? I've got one. I'm going to use it. Actually, you know, the Nerf Nuke's really relevant because it's like what's going on in the world right now with the war in Iran. He definitely can't have one, right? Oh my gosh. Pikachu, Zangoose, Badoo, Zoroark, Sprigatito, Numel, Charmander. The Nerf Nuke. It is. All right, now you got Eradicate, Dodrio, Wigglytuff. Okay. I've already got one, actually. Okay, Lorenzo Shrub. That is exactly what's happening in Iran right now. It's like they were predicting it. Well, I'm going to get a Nerf Nuke. Here's Vaporeon. He's not done. I can't believe he's not done. And here's Tyranitar. Tonight has been a night where a lot of the attention has been toward booster packs. We've opened a ton of booster packs. Not as many breaks. Also, I'd say a lot of custom boosters got open. Live customs and Poke Shuffles continue to be super popular. They're mad popular. All right, now I believe we have one more a website order. Let's see. It's not kittens. It's chicken. Tammy Lowe. She says 10 Ascended Heroes. Well, Tammy, you're lucky I didn't open you first because you would have gotten 10 cold ones. Let's go get another box. All right, here we are. Last round. Tammy said, hurt me, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. Come on now. Good. Tammy said that Gengar is hers. All right. Poor Brittany. Britney Spears kind of went crazy, didn't she? I've seen her dancing on the internet. I'm not even sure that's really her. She's crazy now. I think she had one or two too many drinks or something. I don't know. Too many sleeping pills. She still is. If you were a Master Ball, mister, who would it be? Are you asking me who I would use a Master Ball on? I'm not sure I understand the question. Okay. 2, 3. Oh, baby, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Okay. What Pokemon as a Master Ball would represent you? What Pokemon as a Master Ball? You mean like in the sets? Are you asking me what's my favorite Master Ball Pokemon? I don't know. I like Tyranitar a lot. I'm a Tyranitar fan. I like Tyranitar. Seems like a big, mean Pokemon. I like Hypno a lot, but no one else likes Hypno, so that's too bad. Of course, I liked Hypno because of like Team Rocket. I liked Hypno because of Dark Hypno. They don't really make good Hypno cards anymore. You guys notice that? Hypno's like an afterthought, so you can't really place your hopes and dreams in that Pokemon. You gotta go with something more popular. When I was young and I played Pokemon Red and Blue, I had a couple Pokemon that were my favorite. Alakazam, Gengar, and Hypno. I liked all the Psychic and Ghost types. All the creepy ones. So this B9. So what you need now, Miss Tammy, is number 10. There you go. Oops. I knew you were a Britney Spears face first to shave your head. Now you're singing. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I actually really did not like Britney Spears back in the 90s. But I will tell you a girl singer I did like a lot, Gwen Stefani. She was great. I loved Gwen Stefani, no doubt. So good. Then she kind of went off and did her own thing, and she was kind of like, you know, a hip-hop artist after she spun off. Like the Banana song or whatever. I didn't like the Banana song. I liked her early stuff with No Doubt. It was so good. It had, man, I don't know how to describe it. It had such a good feeling to it all the time. It still does, actually, if you go listen to it. No Doubt's great. She tries to make music now. It's not the same. Too bad Sublime lost the plot. Sublime? I don't remember Sublime. No, the name Sublime comes to my mind, but I don't know what it means. Akon got her in trouble. Akon got her in trouble? What do you mean? I do remember her working with them. Sublime. 90s. Hold on, wait a second. Sublime was an influential 90s band. Uh-huh. Oh, they're okay. There's a lot of 90s bands. Oh, is Kitty coming in here? I think I just heard my door getting pushed. All right, you ready, Tammy? Sublime's okay. I recognize the song, but I don't think they're like a. Oh, starting out with the strong with an AR here. We got Beautyfly. I don't know if they're like my favorite. You are? Okay. Silcoon. Put the Silcoon here. There we go. Taxi Movie. There we go. What do you guys think? Best 90s band? I like Gwen Stefani. That was a good one. She had a lot of good songs. But again, she went off and did her own thing, and some of those were still okay. But really, the music changed. It became more like narcissistic sounding. Look at this Meowth, man. Cute. I remember when Akon did a show in Africa in a bubble so he wouldn't get Ebola? What? Now you're demonetized. No, we didn't play enough to get demonetized. Here's a draggy pull. We didn't play long enough. You have to play like longer than like 5 seconds, I want to say. And then it says, okay, now you're stealing. You got Mawile, Oddish. They allow you to play. I think you can play like almost 10 seconds of music. And the reason for that is because you need to be able to do that to like review or to advertise or do stuff like that, you know. So the problem becomes when you play more than a certain amount. So you can sample up to like, you can pretty easily, pretty safely sample like 5 seconds. Vanillish. Look at the Murkrow. He looks cool too, huh? Okay, Murkrow. All right, now what we got here? We got Monkey Dory, Spectrier, Miss Magus. You can, I was just messing with you. Here's Dratini. There's the Mimikyu. Nice. Spidops. Come on, what we got? Totodile, Stunfisk, King Gambit. Come on, Ascended Heroes. Pay out, bro. Swirlix Hoopa. 1 pack left. Do you believe in the last pack magic? Come on, Tammy. Last pack magic. Oh, Togekiss in the last pack. All right. So you're walking away with 2 ARs in this case. 10 packs, 2 ARs. That's what it be, Miss Tammy. Tammy, this seems pretty consistent too, by the way. Those R's are cool. Yeah, I like how they did in the reverse hollows the little R sign. They should have done that for Destined Rivals too. It's kind of sad that they didn't, if you think about it. Because they could have, but they did not. Let's try again, says Tammy. That's what she said in her message, by the way. Tammy, I think this is just normal. I think that these sets are just tough as nails to get an SIR in. Kind of highlights the significance of that early pull we had with the SIR Pikachu. Remember that, guys? So we had that early SIR Pikachu pull, and apparently that was really, really lucky. But look, you got Togekiss and Beautyfly ARs. Those aren't bad. I like those two. They are. All right. Let's go grab Tammy's box. Miss Tammy. I just said, let's grab her box. But we're referring to Pokemon cards. Put that in there. And honestly, I'm just going to toss these in here. There we go. All right. Very nice. Very good. Very verily. We didn't actually price up too many slabs tonight, did we? We ended up being busy most of the time. For the next stream, what do we need to do for the next stream? I feel like we need some new slabs up on this table. I feel like we got this 420 slab and we got this consigned slab, but those are like extra slabs. We're missing the lightning slab. Here's Mew. We need a lightning slab up here. We got a fresh trade slab, by the way. It is Meganium Staff. So that is a Staff Meganium. Very cool. And it's a $100 card as a 9. So that'll be fun to trade for. And we still have this Card Wars running. We have the binder break. 2 spots left. Is it 1 spot or 2 spots? I think it's 2. We have the next round of the jumbo pack break. Scott Benz is already in there. We need 3 more people. This never stops turning, does it? This just keeps going and going. We're on round number 14. People love the jumbo pack break. Just a lot of fun. Okay, Card Wars going away. Maybe we pick out a new box break now too, by the way, now that the Destined Rivals is done. People do seem to be a fan of the box breaks. I think it's because you have this chance to obtain a wholesale box for like $40, and then you just put that in your closet. I'm surprised more people ain't going into the Oddish. He'll sell over time. He has been dated for 420, so we signed him on that day. That signature is from 420, and it's just a lovely thing. And you know, people they pick and choose where they want their money to go. So Oddish may attract them, but then they might go, well, actually, so does Ascended Heroes. Tonight, we sold a lot of Ascended Heroes. You're going to see a restock on Ascended Heroes. We can't let that happen. We can't let a whole round of it sell like that and not restock it. It is 5 a.m. I've gone past my sign out date. I had a lot of fun, guys. I'm hopping off immediately and going to bed. See you later, everybody. See you later, everybody.